Go, everybody. Well, good evening, everybody, and welcome back to another fantastic episode of Storm King's Thunder right here at Proficiency Bonus. My name is Michael, your most humble and merciful dungeon master this evening, and I thought I would get dressed a little professional this evening. I've got my Harry Potter tie on this evening for everybody. So I don't know what the occasion is. I'm just dressed up. So welcome. We're glad to see you once again. I'm gonna get us back to. We're just gonna bring everybody out here on the screen tonight as we get ready to jump on in. I got a ton of announcements to make. I'm gonna try to make them very quick, so that way we can get through this. Want to throw out a quick shout out to Twitch, Streamlabs, Many-Sided Dice, and Team MZ for all their support. Also, we want to throw a shout out to Little Dragon Corp for their awesome dice and RPG related merchandise. If you type in !Little Dragon in the chat, you'll get a link to their website where you can order some pretty amazing things. You can also use the coupon code BONUS during checkout to get a 10% off of your order. So make sure you take advantage of that. Also, starting September 3rd, we are now in September for Twitch. So you can actually subscribe to our channel or any channel for half price all tier 1 subs. So that is a subscription for $2.50, I believe. So that is a steal. So if you want to subscribe, this is a great month to subscribe. Also, if your Twitch is linked to your Discord channel, you will actually be invited into the Proficiency Bonus Discord text chat. Our channels for text chat are now open to our subscribers. So if you currently are a subscriber, you need to link your Discord with your Twitch account so that you can get into some of our behind the scenes conversations and chime in. It'd be great. Another quick announcement. We just want to thank all those who are still giving to Extra Life. We are almost to $700 raised for Extra Life. Our goal was $500. So we have shattered our goal and continue to raise money. That will go on until December. So thank you guys so much for helping to support that. On Kickstarter, we are proud to support Yokoka's Quest. If you type in !YoQuest in the chat, you'll get a link to a Kickstarter for an amazing RPG themed comic that a former art student of mine is producing. So it's pretty cool. So you guys got to check it out. Cool. Support it if you can. Also, tomorrow, episode 4 of Dirty 20 will be live here at 5 p.m. Eastern Time. Make sure you chime in and tune in to that. It's going to be amazing. And with September going on, if you subscribe during that show, you will help them out, giving them advantage on some rolls. So make sure you guys tune into that. And if you want to help them out and subscribe during that episode, you will be supporting them as well. And as we spoke about last week, Shadowrun is coming soon to Friday nights. We had a trailer last week, so if you didn't get a chance to see that trailer, go back to last week's episode, probably about 10 minutes in during the announcements, and you will see our new Shadowrun trailer, which is also, I think we put that in our Discord as well. If we haven't, I will definitely do that after this episode's over tonight. That being said, I know it's a lot of announcements. I apologize. But we're going to jump into tonight's episode of Storm King's Thunder, which is episode number 87, folks. Creeping up there on episode 90, which will be coming soon. Oh, Matthew had to go and get a tie.
Didn't want you to feel alone. So
That's great. Thank you. I like it.
Wait, I can get a tie. I think.
I'm glad that you actually have one that ties, because I would be the guy that get the. See, what I do is I tie them all, and then I just loosen them up and put them on a hanger, so I don't ever have to tie them again. I just slip them over and then tighten them a little bit.
Nice. I can only do the single knot. I can't do like a double Windsor or anything.
I can do the double knot. I just didn't want to bother, and I don't know where my bow ties are in the other closet, so I wasn't going to go hunt down a bow tie.
You can tie a bow tie. That's so impressive.
Yeah, I prefer to wear bow ties.
I cannot tie a bow tie. Bow ties are cooler.
Oh, hey, Paisy, I think it's 160's in the chat.
Hey, what's up,
Paisy?
Good to see you this evening. We're glad that you're hanging out with us. All right, folks, quick recap. You guys visited the Cloud Giant castle in the sky that Molfin has been led to due to his magical GPS. That was
There you go.
I guess that tie represents that magical GPS that was given to Molfin while they visited the Eye of the Allfather. You guys made it to this cloud castle floating above the Evermoors. Upon arriving, you guys stormed in and destroyed some air elementals and some other bird-like creatures that seemed to shatter into ice. You also fought off a squad of griffins who Diana reluctantly helped to slay as they were coming in to kill you all. As you entered through the front door, because you have a fire elemental that can burn down doors, which is also very useful in times like these. Made your way inside. You've encountered a few cloud giants. Coming down the steps, you've encountered a woman cloud giant that seems to be wearing a mask. The mask was taken off of her face due to a well-placed arrow from Lachlan, as she was busy casting some sort of spell, and that arrow seemed to knock her out of it. A fight has ensued, and it seems as if combat is in session. And that's where we start our episode tonight. I believe Ashlyn and Diana were in the shadow of a giant's morning star. Was the last thing that happened. So it is that giant's turn. And I'm going to put on some battle music because it's needed at this time.
Okay.
Ashlyn.
Yes.
Here comes a morning star to start the episode right towards you.
Okay.
Natural 1.
That will not hit me.
Are you kidding me? are we gonna do this tonight? It's gonna try to swing at you again.
Okay.
A natural 1.
Yeah, that won't hit me either.
Paisy 160. What did you do to my computer? I'm joking.
I would just like to point out that we had Franklin come over and lick his keyboard.
Yeah, something has gone wrong. As this giant swings the morning star down, Ashlyn dodges and it hits the wall beside you. Frustratedly tries to do it again and hits the same exact place, putting cracks throughout the wall. Frustratedly, he bamps.
What?
And appears about 30 feet away from you. And then runs.
That is not fair.
Then runs and turns to face you in aggressive pose, holding this morning star. And then you hear him yell out, "We're under attack! We must protect the Countess!" Then his turn ends. It brings us to Lachlan.
Oh boy, oh boy.
What?
All right, I'm standing over.
What a miserable way to start off tonight's episode.
Yeah.
For the DM.
Well, awesome way.
Shoot or be shot. Alrighty. So I see this crowd here of this masked figure who is my sworn enemy now, as well as her defenders, right?
Mm-hmm.
And Callista's burning her. It looks like.
Yeah, appears to be so.
Okay. I want to yell out, "Sorry, Callista!" And I want to take out one of my new arrows, the explosive ones.
All right.
Nice.
And then yell, "Sorry, Callista!" again. Don't kill me. and then I want to try to aim like kind of right here at her in a spot where maybe I've got the other two, or at least one of them within within the radius.
Yeah, you can definitely. Yeah, I'm gonna say because they're within 5 feet of her, they will definitely possibly take the damage as well.
And my hand is trembling as I do this because I know that I'm gonna get burned in revenge. But I'll go ahead and I guess this is my oath bow attack.
Oath bow attack, yeah.
I rolled a 19.
A 19 will hit.
Yes. Okay, so base damage is this, and then she in particular is my
She's your
sworn enemy.
Yeah.
Which triggers the sneak attack.
Oh no! How much?
And then I guess
How much
Oh,
is
good.
that?
That looks to me
39, 46.
Okay.
Wow.
46 total.
Okay. And then
Wow.
the explosion
Good
happens.
job, Lachlan.
And then
That's
the
additional
explosion happens.
2d6, I believe.
Yeah. Did you say that there was some kind of like catch on there?
Just the weight of the arrow was a little bit awkward to you, but
Yeah.
with
I think they get. You said they get a dex saving throw.
Yeah,
I think
they-
anyone
yeah.
that potentially.
yeah, within
So I
within
guess
5 feet.
it's-
This first one's gonna make
Yeah.
a dex save and roll a 7. So that was gonna be a failure, and this next one's gonna make a dex saving throw and roll a 2. So they take 11 points of fire damage as this thing explodes next to it.
And I'm immune to fire
And
damage.
Callista,
Yes.
it seems to actually burn Callista into a place
More.
where she looks even more menacing as the fire
And then
engulfs these giants.
nice. I end my turn by telling them Miss Margie says you're rubbish. End turn.
Yes.
That's awesome.
Lachlan, take an extra point of DM's inspiration for that.
Yes.
And as you're taking that inspiration, I want you to describe how you kill this woman.
Oh no.
Never mind.
Oh. Okay.
She only had 33
guess-
hit points left.
Wow, the perfectly aimed arrow, would soar from my bow through the air, a gentle arc. I'll do a little Babe Ruth point,
Yes. Nice.
where the mask was once protecting. The mask is keep it PG rated, no
Yeah.
longer protecting.
That's right. So the explosion happens, and you can see there is, where there once was a standing Cloud Giant woman, is now a sizzling, smoking corpse
Oh my gosh.
lying there in the middle of this. And you can see the Cloud Giants, as they stumble away, they look down and go, "No! No, the Countess!" And they look towards you with rage.
I point at everyone else. Is that our third giant lord that we've slain?
Yep.
Wow.
I believe so.
3. End turn.
End turn. That brings us to Molfin.
Okay.
Rubbish.
Well, Molfin's just sort of shaking his head a little bit because he had plans that just went out the window.
Whoa,
Uh-oh.
Mr. Carrot Rope is back in chat.
Holy mother!
Welcome
Hell
back,
yeah,
Carrot
welcome
Rope.
back.
Legend.
Miss you.
Oh,
Miss
we
you,
ain't
man.
seen a carrot rope in a minute.
I know. Glad to see you, Carrot Rope.
Mel Gibson.
Okay, huh.
Uh-oh.
Okay, we're gonna try this then. But, so, before Molfin does it, just trying to replay my head. Molfin knows where we were. When we were flying up here, is there a city or town directly underneath where this thing is?
You're directly above the Evermoors, so you're above kind of like a strange swampland that's always covered in a hazy fog.
And is this area exposed? Is there a way outside that they can get to an edge?
Remember, this area is down above about 60 feet is a ledge that had those telescopes that looked out. You think if they made it up over that wall, they could get to an area that was exposed. But as of right now, the only part that's exposed is you can see these ballistas right here that point out through these slits.
And the slits aren't wide enough for a giant to fit through?
Probably not a giant, but big enough for you to fit through.
Okay, so Molfin's going to try it. Why the hell not? Be incredibly stupid.
Oh no.
Okay, Molfin is going to move up to get within range. So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Uses full movement to get up here. And then pointing not at the one that just swung at Ashlyn, but the one that jumped down.
Yeah.
And just looking at him with just one hand sort of reaching out and says, "You know, it's not safe for you here anymore. Perhaps you should take yourself and bamf out of that window slit right there and see what you can find." And cast Gaius.
Oh,
To convince him to teleport himself out.
saving throw for a Cloud Giant.
That
That's
is a
wisdom.
wisdom save.
All right, what's the DC on this?
That is a 17.
Fails.
So
Is it a suicidal
Why-
command?
Wyatt is charmed. It takes 5d10 psychic damage each time it acts in a manner counter to what I told it to do.
I'm having a hard time with this though, because that almost sounds like a suicidal command. And it says in the thing it can't
Oh yeah,
can't
that's
issue a
that's a good
suicidal
point.
command. So in that case, that command would automatically fail on your spell
Yeah.
casting.
So that it would.
If you would have worded it a little bit differently,
Yeah.
perhaps. But you're basically telling him to leap out of an arrow slit from a 1,000-foot high cloud castle.
Fair enough.
All right, anything else?
That'll end turn.
End turn.
No, that ends it.
Oh, Ryald gets to go. He's going to move up just a little bit, and he's actually going to put 3 arrows into this guy standing in front. As he gets his bow ready and fires 3 longbow shots. Misses, and hits. So 2 arrows fly wide. The last one strikes for 11 points of damage, and he's going to stay put, bringing us to Ashland's turn.
Okay, Ashland's. I will run up to flank. What is flanking there or one over?
Yeah, that's flanking. Yeah,
Okay.
flanking with
I'll
Callista.
flank. Link with Callista, buddy. And then I will hit it with my staff
Okay,
sometimes if I can.
sure.
So that's a 19.
19 will hit. Roll your damage.
Okay, for 13 bludgeoning.
13 magical bludgeoning.
Then I will try to hit it again 25.
Yes.
For 11 bludgeoning.
11 bludgeoning damage as you're slamming into his leg.
I'm gonna spend a key point to do flurry of blows,
Okay.
and I'm gonna try to martial arts it for 27,
Yes.
and that's 9 bludgeoning.
And you got one
And
more.
then one more martial arts, 26
Yes.
for 7 bludgeoning.
All this
That's
is,
a
all this
lovely-
guy is a giant punching bag for Ashlyn as she approaches. and
Yes.
she's just like, "Thwah, thwah, kwah, kwah, kwah," just going nuts on this giant, reaching down in pain, grabbing his leg, hobbling around,
Yep.
still looking at all
Just the
his,
same spot on one shin.
just same spot.
Yeah.
You've got a place now where just blood is pouring down from the impacts as you continue to focus on the same spot. All right, anything?
I go get him, Callista, and I will end my turn there.
Lachlan, as you're sitting where you are noticing that Ryald is getting low on arrows.
Oh.
Diana, it's
okay.
your turn.
We have a ton in the bag.
I have a lot in my quiver of Alona.
Now you
I got
guys,
some
would
arrows.
know from being with him that he spends most of his evening coating his arrow tips in drow poison, which is why he's doing a little bit of extra damage with those
Gotcha.
arrows. If you give him arrows, he would need time to put that poison on, and you probably wouldn't be able to add that extra damage.
You're muted, BB.
Yeah, we can't hear you, Zos.
Here you go.
I think she just saved the giant and wants to bring it back to life to kill us all.
That sounds like her.
Still
No.
can't hear her.
Still can't hear you, Zos. Not sure what's going on.
She's unmuted in Discord, but her microphone on her thing may still be muted.
Oh.
The little wire microphone piece. And, nope.
No.
She's probably gonna type.
She's gonna mime her whole turn. That would actually be kind of. Imagine
I don't-
D&D totally miming.
I don't know any sign language.
That would be yeah.
I know
that'd
what
be
I know what this
difficult.
means. This means I can't hear you.
That's a good one. Good one.
That's a good one to know.
I know this one means see no evil.
30 feet near Ashland. Cast Fairy Fire on giants if I can get them both.
I think you can.
Yeah.
That's a 20-foot
Should be
so.
able to position it over kind of towards the right so that way it only hits the giants. I believe that is a deck
Dex.
Dexterity save. Yes. So the regular Cloud Giant makes a dex save and fails miserably with 2 1s.
Nice.
And the other one is going to fail.
Yeah.
So these
Nice.
giants are now both have a sparkling, glowing aura that seems to protrude from their flesh, giving all of you advantage on any attacks made against them.
Yay! Very
Yeah.
So I'm going to put a little yellow dot on them so I remember that they are fairy fired by the divine magic of Ilmater. All right. That ends Diana's turn, I believe. Still not hearing you. I heard you for like a second earlier, Zos, and then it just it went out. Fire elemental.
Is your thumb on the microphone?
No.
Mm-mm.
Maybe
try-
D-wire. Don't call him that. I can read those lips. I know what you just said. Called them.
Maybe try logging out of Discord and logging back in, see if it fixes it. I don't know. It's always the old unplug it, plug it back in trick. All right, fire elemental Callista. We'll go to you.
All right, I am going to take a hit at which of these two look more hurt? I'm assuming the one Ashland's beating up looks more hurt. Yeah.
The one Ashland's beating up definitely looks more hurt.
All right.
He's the one that's a little bit younger and looks like he's wearing these intricate bracers, these golden bracers. He definitely looks a lot more important than the others.
Okay, I'll go for him.
Okay.
Whack him in the head.
Okay.
1,
Yes.
Yeah.
and whack him again.
Yes. 17 fire damage.
And jump on his back
And jump on
for
his back.
movement. So you.
Takes an additional
No, not yet,
4.
Zos.
And he is now on fire.
Haley.
So now he is fairy fired and literally fired.
Yep.
Both fire.
All the fire.
All the fire on
fire.
this one Cloud Giant at once.
So much fire.
So basically the fire elemental is just spinning around this giant. His armor and clothing just erupt into flames as he's still glistening that divine magic of Ilmater. And that brings us to the Cloud Giants. The one above leaps off the edge, uses his reaction to cast Featherfall, and begins to slowly fall. In the process, throws a boulder at Diana, because Diana is the closest to his range. So here comes a massive rock flying towards Diana.
Oh no!
That is a 20 to hit Diana for 40 bludgeoning.
That's a lot of damage.
Oh.
Oh, still can't hear you,
2
BB.
10s. Would I be closer?
Uh-oh. Might have some
Huh?
bad headphones. You got another set somewhere? Zos? No?
Steal your boyfriends.
What about a yank the plug out?
Did your boyfriend have headphones? Go. Why not ask him?
Go raid his room.
Time.
That used to be on TV show. Does anyone remember that? Room Raiders?
Yeah, roll stealth check. Go.
Yeah.
That is a whole lot of damage to the side of Diana's noggin, though.
Yeah, that's why I think I'm. Why would that?
Yeah, so Diana takes, I believe a 20 will hit Diana and it will do 40 points of bludgeoning
Shield.
damage. Is Diana still up? Yeah? Okay, Diana is still up, but is looking pretty shabby over there.
Oh, no.
She
This
definitely...
guy might have been dead now. I'm gonna go
Molfin,
after him.
you got to witness her take that direct hit.
And then Molfin's head's going, pain I know all too well.
This Cloud Giant rushes up towards Ashlyn and is going to make 2 Morningstar attacks against Ashlyn. It's a 28.
Wait, who featherfalled me? Featherfell then.
The other
Over on this foot,
over in
down
the
here.
The downward side. He was jumping
Oh,
off
okay,
that
I didn't see
60-foot
that.
ledge.
Yeah, 28 will hit me.
So you're gonna take 19 piercing damage from the
Yep.
first and second attack is gonna be an 18.
Ha ha!
So you easily dodge out of the way as that one slams into the ground beside you. But you he seemed like he gained a little bit of confidence from crushing you with the first strike.
Okay.
It's about that time that you guys both notice. Well, actually, Diana would probably notice this first. Ashlyn would hear it. Molfin would see it. 2 more Cloud Giants.
Man.
What is going on here? Oh, let me click on that.
Probably not the best thing to
Oh,
happen
come
to
on,
us.
Wrong
Roll20.
winner.
What are you doing, Roll20? Seriously. You won't let me click on the GM layer. There we go. 2 more Cloud Giants fly into the room
Why?
from another stairwell on the bottom side of the room.
Ooh.
Oh no.
And they're looking right at all of you. They got their arms outstretched, flying like Superman into the room.
Yes.
They've used
Raiden fly.
they've used all their movement though to get there.
Raiden.
So that ends their turn. And that brings us back to, I think I know what's going on. I'm gonna have to move all these little open character sheets that I have over here because it's conflicting with my Roll20 toolbar over here. That's what's going on. All right, so that brings us to the big guy who's on fire. I believe he takes some damage at the beginning of his turn, Callista, because
Yes,
he's
sir.
on fire.
You are on fire.
And at 6 points of damage, he is looking very rough, charred, burnt, and still glowing with divine energy. As he is looking all around, he is going to... Now, are you technically in his space, Callista? Is that how this works?
Basically,
Okay.
because like I'm on top of him. Like I can move into his space if I want. I just don't want to go all the way through to get Ashlyn. So I'm only on his back.
Okay. He is going to... He bamps.
No, he doesn't. Sit down.
No, he doesn't.
No, he doesn't.
He begins casting, and Callista, you can hear him really good as he starts casting this. And for some reason that you're not aware of, well, you hear a quick, I guess it'd be a quick word from Molfin, because I think it's only the voice.
It's only somatic.
Yes.
But no, it's only a
Oh,
hand
hand
gesture.
wave.
It's not
It's a hand
verbal.
wave.
It's
It's
not
just-
just Molfin.
Nope.
Yep, it's just so he does not move as he's trying to bamf out of there. He is going to just shift just the slightest bit this way, so he's not going to provoke. And he's going to make 2 attacks using his Morning Star. One against the Elemental.
Hello.
Yes, you got
Did I
it.
fix it?
You fixed it.
I fixed it. I'm a
Yay!
technician.
There you go.
Hooray!
Callista, does a 28 hit your form?
Oh yeah. I'm pretty. Yeah.
22 piercing damage as this
Okay.
slams into your fiery form.
11.
And a natural 1 against Ashlyn. Oh, gosh.
Yeah.
These giants, even though they have the highest chance of hitting Ashlyn, they still can't hit her. And he is still currently ablaze as he ends his turn. Lachlan, you're up.
All right. Let's see. So Callista's been kind of burning this one up, right?
Mm-hmm.
This one is also glowing.
It is.
Top glow guy. All right. This guy's gonna get a arrow.
Okay.
Gonna pull back the oath bow, and oh, actually, you know what? How bad is Raud looking? How low is Raud looking in terms of ammunition?
Looks like he has about 8 shots left.
Okay.
One more
I'll just
round?
kind of pat him. I'll pat him and be like, "Don't worry, I've got you." But first, and then I'm gonna shoot the. Oh, roll a 20.
Yes. You have
Hits. Cool.
And, you
And then I get
sneak attack,
sneaky, right?
'cause
Yeah.
Technically, you have advantage on the roll.
Nice.
Oh
Ooh.
gosh, that's 31 points of damage as his arrow
Yeah.
strikes into this giant. He seems to look over in your direction and just snarls a little bit. Anything else you'd be doing, Lachlan?
End turn.
Turn. Molfin, you're up.
Okay, how bad are Ashlyn and Diana looking?
Diana's looking pretty rough. On a scale of
I am at a-
on a scale of 1 to 78, she's looking at about a 24.
Yeah.
Okay,
Ashlyn
Molfin is
seems
going.
to be okay, I think.
She's about 59 out of a 90.
So, okay, I can do. Well, Molfin's gonna start backing away a little bit, looking at Diana, and just calls out, "Listen, I can only do this once more until we take some time to rest. So, it's up to you to take care of Ashlyn."
Aww.
And then cast life transference.
Be careful.
So
Oh, buddy.
Diana's going to heal 48 points
Wow.
Oh my god, thank you.
Whoa.
Wow.
as Molfin
As Molfin gives
is
up.
wrapped once again, almost stumbles to the ground as he's backing away back towards Rald and Lachlan.
As Molfin
Sort of
begins
ducks a
to
little
Wow.
drain his own life force to feed Diana and help her to hopefully be able to take another boulder. Because Molfin knows she wouldn't have been able to take another one of those.
Molfin remembers the pain and Diana saving him.
Excellent. And the Molfin's turn?
Yep.
All right. Rald is going to go, and he's going to go ahead, and he's going to fire 3 shots at the giant that Lachlan was attacking. So he's going to get his arrow out once again and fire his longbow. That one will hit. That one might hit. I'm going to have to check that second one. That one will probably definitely hit. Let me check the second one just to be sure. Actually, that second one, when it gets near him, Lachlan, you remember that how I described that they have almost like a spinning vortex of wind around them?
Yeah, yeah.
You watch as it shifts the arrow just slightly through that vortex, and the arrow goes wide. You think that
Ooh.
arrow might have hit normally, but because of that wind that's blowing around it,
That wind
it
sort of
drove it
helping.
off course a little bit. So the first one does strike through the wind. Does 12 points of piercing damage as it injects some poison into the giant's flesh, and then we've got an additional 11 from the other
Nice.
arrow,
Ooh.
and that brings us back to Ashlyn.
I'm gonna start. Oh, I'm gonna move a little. No, I can't move. Ah, flank. Oh no. Oh well, I'm just gonna hit this thing below me.
Okay.
Try to. Hey, where's my stay for thunder? Here we go. 19
Yes.
or 11, and then
He
I will
is-
stay for thunder.
He is barely on his feet.
24, because it's got the fairy fire.
Yes.
11.
Describe how
Come
you
on.
describe how you drop him.
Okay, so in the same spot in the shin, I just keep hacking at his chin, and when he goes down to kick hit his hurt like no nurse his shin, I just hit him on top of his head with pop, and then he goes falls over.
He slumps over into a heap next to Diana, as he is now
Yep.
motionless, lying there on the floor. Now 2 cloud giants lie on the floor.
And I'm gonna martial arts this dude above me
Okay.
with a 23.
The 23? Why
Yeah.
am I not seeing
20.
it?
It's
Yeah, I
slow.
don't see it either.
Oh.
Give it a minute. Roll
There
20. There it is.
Oh, we got
There
it.
you
Yay!
Hey.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that'll definitely hit for
For 8.
8 points of bludgeoning damage. I almost imagine, like, you're taking this guy out, and like in The Lion King, where Rafiki just does that little quick backhand behind him, and pat right in the knee of this other
Yeah,
giant. Like that.
totally.
Ah! As Ashlyn's just kicking some tail right now. Anything else Ashlyn would do?
Nope, that's it.
All right.
Ashland's take.
That brings us back to Diana.
Okie dokie. I know what I'm going to do.
There-
I just need to see if
There
I
is now
can.
a cloud giant laying in front of you, and a bunch of bits of rock that slammed into you from the other one that was feather falling below you.
Okie dokie. I'm gonna move 20 feet next to Ashlyn and cast Cure Wounds at
I'm okay.
What?
Level 2, maybe?
level 2. I'll cast it at 3rd level
Okay.
Okay.
because you never know. You might roll 3 ones.
Oh, fair enough.
Sorry.
Ooh, nice. Thank you.
Nice.
Yeah. And then I will. Let's see here. I moved 20 feet. I'm gonna move 10 feet back and get out of the range of the giant.
Technically, you moved into his range because they have a reach.
I need Sentinel so bad.
So if you move out, he will still get an attack of opportunity against you.
That's fine. That's okay.
You're going to stay there, or are you going to take an attack?
No, I'm gonna move.
Okay.
I will.
All right.
He can try.
Takes a swing
He
at
can
you.
try.
24.
Okay, he hit me. Okay.
As you're trying to leave, you just get slammed by this morning stars. It's not so fast. And you take 21 piercing as it slams into the back of your skull.
That's nothing.
You're
That's
gonna pay for
nothing. I think I went over and healed Ashlyn, and then I got sent down to her hit point level.
I think so too.
You just traded your HP.
Just
Yeah.
heal that injury.
Anything else that you'd be doing?
Nope.
Nope.
That's it.
All right, that's our fire elemental's turn then.
All right, seeing that he just smacked Diana, I'm gonna just just rush his face.
All right.
Just kind of get on top of
Okay.
his face.
All right. So roll your attacks, and you have advantage because. Oh, actually, I think Diana,
Fairy
you have to
fire.
make a concentration check for the fairy fire, correct?
Oh, yeah, you're right. I should do 2 then, because I got hit with the boulder once, and then I got this once.
Hey, anonymous gifter gifted a tier 1 sub to Paisy 160. Thank you so much.
Cool.
Anonymous gifter.
Thank you, Anonymous.
Oh.
An anonymous
Awesome.
gifter. That is awesome. Thank you so much.
So, do I do 2 constitution things?
You just make the 1, and you have to get. You took 21 piercing. You still only have to roll a 10 or above.
Okay. And it's a saving throw?
It is a Constitution save to maintain concentration.
Okay.
on
I'm
that
so
thing.
nervous. Oh my goodness.
Oh wow!
Hey!
Easily done.
Whoa.
Yeah, you just walk out of there taking this hit like a champ and just with confidence. It's almost like you didn't even feel that 21 piercing as you just walk away. I imagine you're
What
like
about when-
slow motion explosion happening behind you.
What about when the boulder hit her though? Because I didn't do one for the boulder throw, and she had cast Fairy Fire by then.
True, but that was my fault, so we'll let that one go.
Oh, okay. I will accept.
So the elemental gets to make 2 attacks flanking.
Just smack
Well,
in
you
its
have
face.
advantage against it anyway because it's glowing with radiant energy. So 17 will hit. 13
don't think
may
that's-
not hit. Nope, 13 is not going to do it. The wind that's whipping around it seems to blow your fiery
But it
fist
still
away
takes
from
the
it.
10.
Still going to take that 10. That's right, as it's now on fire. So it takes 10 and
Nice.
a total of 19 fire damage that turn. And it is on fire, blazing. Its clothing is now, the flames are licking up its body. Now he is both fairy fired and literally on fire.
How's he looking, if you don't mind?
He is bloodied.
And he's bright.
And he's
And
bright.
And he's bright.
Yeah, he's looking hurt.
Okay.
And that will take us to the Cloud Giant's turn. This one in front that's flying down here lands and begins casting a spell towards Diana.
Why me? Can I do Warding Flare?
Not for this particular spell because it's a saving throw, not an attack roll. Let me double check what the saving throw is.
Oh no.
You can do
Please
it.
be wisdom. Please be wisdom.
Charisma.
I'm proficient in that too.
Okay, sorry about that. Twitch chat got all of our wonderful people's faces covered up with terrible pop-ups. I apologize. What is going on?
You won.
Roll20 is really struggling for me tonight, guys. I have no idea what's going on.
Ashen's face was a number.
Yeah, you guys are...
Hopefully it was a
You
good
just-
number.
What is happening?
I'm not going to say anything.
What is...
1,000 pounds.
What is happening? It won't let me do anything.
Hello?
Stop.
How much do I weigh?
I need
Don't
you
ask.
to make a
I'm offended.
ability check. Strength. I need you to make a strength check. Diana.
Oh no.
Michael, if it helps, that little pop-up in the left corner, we'll stick it in a completely different window. It'll pull it out of the Roll20 and make a new window. So that may help if you end up with a bunch of stuff stuck there you want.
I like to open them up within Roll20 because then I can just double click on the word and just kind of minimize it on my little desktop thing. That's the way I like to do it. So then I can quick click them. Just to me, it just makes it more convenient for me.
Yeah.
My computer really bogs down when I start opening up a bunch of separate windows. Let's see. They have strength saving throw.
Saving throw.
You can do
It's
it.
gonna do a little 3 Hail Marys.
And it's going to be contested
And,
against a
sorry.
roll. Come on, mouse. Thank you.
Oh no.
Stop struggling. Roll 20. It's going to be
Oh no.
contested against a 22.
I'm gonna just say, even if I get a nat 20, that's gonna meet it. So no, I did not win. Did not work out. I rolled a 4.
Diana, all of a sudden, you lose control of your body. You are basically like, you feel you seem to tense up. It's not as if you're being like, it seems like some magical force is overtaking you. And
Oh no.
and then all of a sudden you start to lift off the floor and you move up and start floating this way across the room. And it seems to be holding out its hand towards you, and it's just moving its hand across the room with you.
Oh,
control.
now I gotta go kill it. I got it. I got you, babe.
This one flies further into the room, lands, and sees Ashlyn over there.
Oh no. Oh no.
And
Ooh.
Ashlyn, I need you to also make a strength saving throw for me, please,
Severities.
as it begins to cast the spell.
Ah.
Oh boy. Let me double check to make sure I was doing this right. I rolled the wrong thing on Diana, but let me double check. I don't think it would have mattered. It would have still been an 18, so it still would have hit Diana.
Yeah.
A 19 is going to do it against Ashlyn. As Ashlyn is now... Same thing is happening to Ashlyn. And Ashlyn, you're pulled right down here beside Diana. You're about 20... You both are about 20 feet in the air. As they seem to both be moving you, manipulating you across the room.
They have got the force.
This one, how long... does anybody have Featherfall?
Yeah.
Does anybody know how long it takes to fall a certain amount of feet with Featherfall?
If I remember,
it's
it's 60 feet around.
60 feet around? Okay, perfect. So he would reach the floor during this round.
Great.
He moves forward a little bit. Actually moves about here and is going to whip a rock towards Riled. So this Cloud Giant throws a rock at Riled, coming at him for a... I don't think an 18 is gonna hit. Ryle's got like a ridiculous armor class.
Wow.
It's not. Ryle ducks back,
Maniac.
dodges, and the rock slams into the
Good
wall
job, Ryle.
behind him. Stones go flying past you,
That's
Lachlan.
my bad.
Little bits of rock. And that's going to end his turn, bringing us to the Cloud Giant that's on fire. I believe he takes some damage.
Yes.
Okay.
3.
As he is still getting toasted.
Toasty.
So it steps back just a little bit and is going to take 2 attacks against the fire elemental. Yep. Morning stars, here they come. A 30.
Oh my god.
That might hit a little bit.
22 piercing, and then the second one is a 28 for
Oh my
27 piercing, as both of these morning star strikes slash through your fiery form. He then bamfs and appears next to Riled. This guy is dead, so that brings us to, well, come on, roll 20. I clicked on the little trash can. That brings us to Lachlan.
All right. Question, Mr. DM.
Sure.
How much of my turn would I have to use in order to like reach in the quiver of Alona, grab a handful of normal arrows, and then also top it off with like an exploding and a lightning to hand over to Riled? Like, would that be my whole action to do all that? Or is that count as like my interaction, grabbing like a, you know, I guess what's your take?
I would give you interaction to grab, probably bonus action to probably get him equipped. So you'd still have an action left, but you'd be giving up your bonus action. All I can hear is typing in my ear.
Yeah.
Oh God, I'm so sorry. I'm sorry, that's me. Hello. No, I'm so sorry. I forgot that I forgot that it's not like my phone.
I just picture one of the Sesame Street characters in front of a keyboard. Super Grover.
I'm sorry, I forget it's not like my phone where I can like talk and type at the same time. And I type very aggressively.
Gotcha. Then that's what I'm doing is I'm grabbing an exploding and a lightning to hand over to him, as well as just a handful of normal arrows. Like, you know, if I don't know if I can grab like a half dozen or a dozen.
Sure. I would say you
just
could grab a dozen and pass them along.
Cool. Then I'll take all that off my character sheet so that he's a little more stocked up, and then I have my action left. So I think all I can do is probably hit this guy.
Okay.
Who's adjacent to an ally.
He is.
Oh, and he's also glowing.
Fairy fire and still burning on fire because he didn't put himself out. Chose to attack.
Boom.
Instead.
Oh no. Wait. I guess I get two, right? Because I should have done that. Yeah.
Again.
Well, that's a thing.
Again.
7 and 6, and then I guess the sneak attack.
Oh man.
Oh, I don't know if he's gonna survive this one, guys.
That giant had a family.
42. Oh, he's still
55.
Up. He's still up.
55 if you include the 13 from the initial.
He's still up. He is not looking very good.
Wow, this
As
guy's
he
tough.
bamps into position above Riled, Lachlan rushes ahead, grabs a handful of arrows, puts it right into Riled's quiver, backs back up as he's pulling his own arrow out, fires it up towards the giant, hits him right directly in the chest. Until he just looks like he's teetering a little bit, but regains his composure.
And turn.
Molfin, you're up.
Molfin's going to step around the corner just enough to see Diana and Ashlyn being floated away.
Uh-huh.
And remembering the trouble we had getting one of them to stop its problematic spellcasting before, is going to look over at Diana and Ashlyn and call out, "My apologies, but it seemed like a good idea at the time." And taking the staff out and slamming it down in front of him, cast Wall of Force to seal them in a cube.
Okay.
Okay.
So,
To Ashlyn and Diana.
Ashlyn and
Just
Diana
building a box around them on all sides.
are sealed. Let me double check the telekinesis spell. You can try to move if you want to contest. You can move the creature. Yeah, I'm double check something here. I just want to see.
No, it's...
Yeah.
Oh my God.
So they're still being controlled, but they are now in a cube of force energy. This purple glow of this wall seems to just appear, envelop around you guys. Or is it more of a invisible wall? It's invisible. So you see it at first, and then it just fades out of existence, and you're not really... The giants seem to see something happen, but then as it drifts out, they just seem to be focused on moving these two adventurers. End turn.
Okay, and then Molfin is going to, as they say, GTFO. And let me see. Seeing they're down there. So one's going to burn. That was 5, 10, 15, 20, 25 feet of movement to get here.
Okay.
And then, can I? Yes, I still have it. Bonus action, which I can't do because.
Aw.
Why can't you?
Well, because spell casting has to be leveled spell and cantrip, right?
Yes, leveled spell, then cantrip.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, would I be able to retcon my movement then?
Yeah.
So instead of that, actually no, because I'm still in range of him because I moved forward. So never mind, Molfin's gonna go around behind him.
Okay, you got it. That brings us to Riled, who he's got this guy on him. He decides that he's going to switch weapons, pull out his rapier, and it's going to say once again long sword, but he does have a rapier. And he crits
Hey!
as he's slashing
Yes,
into
wait.
him.
Whoa.
That will hit.
He double crits.
He double crits. I think he has advantage because of
Wow.
Molfin. He
Yeah.
does.
Well, fairy fire and everything.
And
Yeah.
fairy
That's
fire.
2 crits. Yeah, fairy fire. He's stock. Yeah, that hits too. Holy moly, Riled.
Yes, but
The first one does. Oh, that's a terrible damage roll. Oh yeah, that's right, because he doesn't have poison on his sword. So
better
that's
than nothing.
8 points of damage on the first crit. The second crit does 12 points of damage,
12, yeah.
as he is
Heck
basically
yeah.
carving into this creature with his rapier. And the last one was a 25. That does 8 more
Wow.
damage, as in kind of like a Zorro fashion, just slashing into with the tip of his rapier, carving some intricate symbols into this giant's leg. And that ends Riled's turn, bringing us to Ashlyn, who currently is restrained.
Can I make a save against this?
Let me double check. Currently restrained. I don't believe you can.
I gotta look up restraint.
You can. It does not say. It says that the creature can repeat to maintain on its turn,
Oh.
but it does not say that you have a saving throw. So restrained, you can still do stuff. It's
No,
just,
I can't. I don't, like, oh, wait.
It's just I think your movement is 0.
Okay, my movement.
And I believe
But
you might make attacks with disadvantage.
But my attacks couldn't go through the wall of force, so never mind.
Yeah, well, I don't. Would Ashlyn know?
Ashlyn has seen Molfin do this before
Yeah.
This is true.
because we did it to the
Mm-hmm.
thieves in Waterdeep.
Ashlyn will just stay there and wait till something comes within kicking distance and try to kick it.
Okay, you got it. So ready and a kick.
Yes.
Cool. Diana, you are restrained currently,
Yes.
floating about 20
With
feet above the
Ashlyn!
floor, with Ashlyn in a box.
In a box. And we
So I
cannot.
say after this, we go to
It's the
Waterdeep
box.
and get Manny Petties with Callista because we really need a spot A, like a girl.
Yes.
The box is invisible,
Yeah.
so you can't see it.
Okay. So I don't know that there's a
But we
box.
can
You
talk,
probably
right?
saw a flash of magical energy,
Okay.
and then it just kind of dissipated.
And you also heard Molfin say, sorry, it seemed like a good idea, so.
Fair enough.
True.
Oh yeah, I am banned from Waterdeep, but we can go to, what's the other thing?
Yartar.
Yardhire and get Manny Petties. Sure.
I guess there's nothing to do but sit in a box and wait.
Okay. Sitting in her box.
Go sit in a box and wait.
Fire Elemental Callista.
All right.
Burn this place down!
Gotta burn it.
Going after the Cloud Giant, huh?
Yep.
Rush that Fire Elemental rushes past you, Molfin. The shroud seems to blow in the wind of the fire elemental as it moves by. You can feel
That
the heat.
doesn't hit.
That's not gonna hit, even with advantage. That
That'll
will
hit.
hit.
Yeah.
Go ahead and describe how this giant falls.
His face ends up like boiling as my hand just presses in.
Oh, vicious.
I cover my eyes.
as another
I want to like take his focus off my dad and just.
Molphin, as this cloud giant, who looks like a fire giant now, slams into the water puddle next to you, you hear and steam just starts to rise all around you, creating this really cool image of you taking a spa day. Yes.
Wowie.
I bet it smells horrible though.
It probably does smell pretty
I'm
bad.
wearing the shroud. It can't smell any worse.
Oh, that's true.
And anything else you'd be doing on your turn? You still?
Let me just double.
You might have
No,
movement left.
I'm gonna. Yeah, I'm debating how. I don't know if I can get to them with the remaining movement. Let me double check.
Okay.
No, I can't get to them with my remaining movement. So I will just kind of
Stay put.
position myself.
Here, I can take him off the board. That way, I have that. All right. That brings us to Lachlan.
Alrighty.
There's now this nice steam cloud, like sitting down here at the bottom with the corpse of a cloud giant.
Amazing. I'm gonna creep very carefully along the wall here, and kind of like get to the point where I can peek around the side.
Oh yeah, you can see two cloud giants down there. You seem to be holding out their arms outstretched towards a floating Ashlyn and Diana, and you can
I
see there's
snicker
another one.
mischievously.
So there's 3 down there.
You just deleted the Cloud Giants off the initiative.
Oh, I hit them.
Oh, they still get to go.
They go.
Is that?
I did. So they get to go before
Oh, yeah.
Lachlan.
Yeah,
Okay.
they were 17.
I apologize. No, they weren't
No,
17.
they were 2.
They were 2.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so they're at the bottom.
So do they have to go now?
Yep.
Oh, they do get to
Okay.
go. My apologies.
I will
I
revert
deleted
to
the
where I
only
was
cloud
standing.
giant that was keeping track of our initiative. Why do I do that?
Happened to us
folks?
all.
Yeah, I know. Doesn't it? It's just terrible. Let me add them back on there. Cloud giant 2. Voila. Fixed. So we go back to the cloud giants because they were supposed to be going. All right.
Now we all die.
Cloud Giants go. They're going to try to repeat against Ashlyn and Diana. I need you guys to make strength saving throws.
I'm gonna make mine with DM's inspiration.
You can. Wow. Wow, this one's against Ashlyn. Ashlyn, you have broken this bond, this magical bond that's been on you, and you begin to fall, and then you just land on something solid. You're still floating in midair, but there's some kind of
No.
surface there that's stopping you from falling. It's completely invisible, though.
I would also like to make mine with GM's inspiration.
Sure, you may.
Okay. It is a strength. 12.
A 12. Let's see. 11. Diana, at the same time, you guys both break this magical bond, and you slam down onto just a few feet below you, some kind of surface, but it's invisible. It looks like you're able to stand on air right now. It's strange.
This is pretty nifty.
Can we convince the giants that we are still floating because of them? Or do they just now believe that we're floating just to float? Do they now believe that we are magic and that we can fly?
They would probably have an idea, seeing you guys kind of fall a little bit, that their spell has been basically thwarted, but they're not sure why it is that you're exactly still floating.
Okay.
Despite that,
We're magical, we will kill you.
despite that, this one it charges the fire elemental that it can see. The other one decides, yeah, he's just gonna charge the fire elemental and stop right there. This one decides to bamf and appears, and you guys can see this massive giant face like looking right towards you, because you guys are about 20 feet high. That giant is about 20 feet high as well, and just bamps right next to you and pulls out a Morning Star. The other one throws a boulder towards the fire elemental, the one down at the bottom. And here comes a rock towards Callista. A 30 for 27 bludgeoning damage.
A little bit.
Why don't they throw rocks at me? They should throw rocks at me.
And he moves a little bit. As he's rushing up, and then bamps. And appears right between Callista and Molfin. Now we have Lachlan.
All right. This guy here looks like he's within 5 feet of an ally. I'm going to take advantage of him being slightly distracted in order to send a little bit of an Oathbow arrow his way.
There you go.
Oh, does the 15 hit?
You don't have advantage.
I don't have advantage, no.
Let me see. I don't think that's going to be good enough.
I guess then can I burn a point of luck?
You can, yeah.
Alrighty.
You watch.
Bring out the old.
You pull out your arrow. You fire. The arrow seems to be getting shifted by this wind that's wrapping around the Cloud Giant.
I kind of like squeeze and pinch and
kind of just hold on to
her.
It
goes even worse.
Goes even worse and flies off in a different direction. Unfortunately, you're unable.
Riled, you handle it. In turn.
Yes, will do. And he looks at you with some confidence. And that brings us to Molfin.
Okay. So how's the fire elemental starting to look?
A little rough. A little rough. Probably like 2 more hits and I'm out.
Ooh.
Okay. I have to check something because this is not one of my normals. I don't know the things on
I mean, I'm still at full when I come out of Earth Elemental form. Just keep that in mind, guys.
Right. Let me see here.
Or not Earth, Fire. I'm always so used to Earth.
Yeah, you've done Earth Elemental most of the time.
Most of the time.
Just recently, you've gone to the fire.
It's Callista's bread and butter.
That's it.
Okay. Okay, so there we go. And I'm just looking, I got a couple of things. I'm trying to think of what's the best option to try to save everyone here.
Yeah.
And I'm going to be stupid.
Uh-oh.
Okay.
Be Molfin.
Wait. No. Good Molfin, not evil Molfin.
Just looking there. Yeah, that's not going to do enough. Okay, Molfin is going to set himself circle around a little bit to get just a little closer to the elemental down near Callista. And then reaching in for powers he does not use often for this specific enchantment, is going to summon forth.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
A group of fiendish guardians.
Ooh.
In a 15-foot radius around him.
Nice. So they make the save at the beginning of their turn?
Hold on, let me see. Save that. Yeah, that's a little better. Let me see what it says again, because I call forth spirits, how they appear. Okay. When you cast this spell, you can designate any creatures you can see by unaffected. So obviously, none of my party's affected by it.
Got it.
Affected creature's speed is halved in the area. Okay. When it enters its area for the first time on its turn or starts a turn there, it makes a wisdom saving throw.
Starts its turn.
On a failed save, it takes necrotic damage. Unsuccessful, it takes half as much.
Okay. So all these transparent-looking wraith-type creatures crawl out from the stony floor. And you can see also, it looks like among them are some devilish-looking creatures and even some imps among this army of translucent, smoky black forms emerge around Molfen. Okay. Did you succeed?
Thank God for advantage.
Yeah, okay.
Magical effects, man.
Anything else you'd be doing, Molfen?
How did Diana and Ashlyn look?
Pretty decent. They look okay. It's just they're just kind of out there in a bubble by themselves currently. It's almost like these cloud giants have formed a wall in between your party.
Molfen's gonna quickly look at Callista. Do I drop them? I don't know what to do.
I'm stuck in a glass case of emotion.
Drop them. They need to be able. They need to be able to defend themselves and hit them hard.
Ashlyn, take a point of DM's inspiration, please.
Oh, sorry, ladies. Molfen's gonna drop concentration and drop you 20 feet to the ground.
I don't think Ashlyn would take you.
Yeah,
Ashlyn just lands on her feet.
Can I try to catch Diana?
Make a dexterity check.
Oh, that's a save.
Yeah, let's just make it a simple check.
Oh, what the hell?
Oh no, you're following. You can see Diana's falling rather awkwardly because she can't fall like you can fall, and you actually grab her ankle, but you're unable to grab the rest of her, and she just slams to the ground next to you. She's going to take 8 points of bludgeoning damage when she lands to the floor. So 8 points to Diana. But you guys are now on the ground, not stuck in a glass case of emotion anymore.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. That would have happened automatically. Spirit Guardians is concentration.
Oh.
Okay.
Yeah, so that would happen regardless.
Said not my normal spell.
Makes sense.
Okay.
That was from the shrouds. We're gonna mark that off. And that ends turn.
All right. That brings us to Riled, who is going to go ahead and shoot 3 shots with his bow and arrow towards the Cloud Giant right next to Molfen. So here comes 3 arrows. These are still, he still has his own arrows left right now. So he's taking 3 more shots. I believe he only has 5 arrows left of his own. So he's going to go ahead and take these shots. Here comes 3. First one is a crit again. That one's going to miss. The wind around the Cloud Giant seems to blow that one off course. And another crit.
Yes!
What? A double rainbow?
What is
Riled is the best! I love him so much!
He is a stud with his bow and arrow.
Oh my god.
So that's
Double rainbow.
21 for the first.
21 total points of damage for the first one, and the second crit is going to be an additional... Oh, terrible.
12.
12 total for that second one. That damage roll was poor. But that ends his turn. That brings us back to Ashlyn.
I'm gonna go run on the other side. Be like, okay, flanking with Diana. Is that okay where I am? Or should I get...
Yeah, that's flanking with Diana. Yeah. Or yeah, if you move up 1, then that's technically...
There?
Yeah. Technically,
Okay,
that's...
okay.
By the rules, that's that's it.
I'll use my staff to try to hit it.
Okay.
For 16?
16, I don't think hits.
Okay.
No, the wind around him seems to blow the staff kind of back as you're coming after him. Yeah, but you can make your second attack.
Yeah.
Oh! There's the Riled crits to
That
the
wind just succumbs, and you almost lose your grip on your staff, and you barely grab a hold of it. You can barely hang on. Would you like to do anything else?
Yeah. Key points from Flurry of Blows.
All right.
I gotta hit this guy.
There
yes,
it goes.
that hit
There's a crit.
So crit is 17.
17 bludgeoning. You slam into
And then
him.
another one is a 27.
That will hit.
Jeez.
And a 9.
It's additional 9 as you slam in with 2 swift kicks.
Go.
Okay. Nice. I believe that will end Ashland's turn.
Yes,
And
will.
bring us to Diana on the other side of the same Cloud Giant, who is currently prone on the ground.
The one that's in front of me?
Yeah, there's one in front of you. You're laying down there, like, staring up at it after you got slammed to the ground.
Oh, run away.
Okay. I'll use my movement to get up, I guess.
Half your movement, yeah.
Yeah, half my movement to get up. And I'm gonna hit it with a magic mace, and I'll spend 2 charges to do 2d6 worth of damage, and also potentially make it afraid of me.
Okay,
Ooh.
awesome. A 15. Well, you have advantage, so roll again.
Roll it again.
Oh, lit.
Because you are flanking with Ashlyn. And that will hit.
Yeah.
Go ahead and roll your magic mace damage.
Alright.
And I think it's an additional 2d6.
Yeah, 2d6.
So you do 6 points of magical bludgeoning,
Mm.
plus an additional 6 points, so 12 total. And it has to make a saving throw, I believe. Wisdom saving throw.
Wisdom.
Fiends and undead
Yeah.
make with disadvantage. So let's see. See if he's afraid of you. Wisdom save. 21.
Ah,
So as this
So
flash
much
of
wisdom.
light seems to protrude from the mace, it doesn't seem to have, other than the damaging effects, it doesn't seem to have an effect on him as he's looking back and forth between you and Ashlyn, trying to decide who to smash into jelly first.
Oh no, please not me.
me. Smash me, you fool.
Is that in your
You
turn?
stupid giant cloud fool.
I don't know if I have any bonus action spells. I think that's it.
Okay.
I'll stay by
make sure
and
you're,
see if he'll kill me.
make sure you're keeping track of your charges on your weapon too.
I am. I've spent 3 so far.
Okay, that brings us to. And I think they recharge so many
I
at
don't know
dawn.
that.
So,
Mhm.
Fire Elemental Callista is back up.
All right. I have the nat 20, right?
You do.
Yes.
According to Twitch, yep.
You do.
I will do that.
Nat 20.
One. Yeah.
All right. So
Yeah.
so an attack with a nat 20.
Yes, on the one below.
All right. So that's a natural 20 crit. Go ahead and roll your crit damage as you make contact with a touch attack from your Fire Elemental.
Nice.
So, what is that?
Another
Four.
2d6.
Yeah, add another 2d6 to that 11.
Okay.
All right.
Oh.
Additional 8, so 19 points of damage, fire damage. And then you have your second attack.
Hit it again.
That hits for
25,
another
so close.
8 points of fire damage.
Wow.
You're slamming into that one.
Yeah.
I imagine we are probably going to burn this one up as well.
On his face.
On his face. Giant. Fire Elemental hug to the face.
Hug in the face. 7.
As the Fire Elemental leaps onto the
Nice.
giant. Additional 7 points of fire damage, and this one is now ablaze as well. His clothing and armor catch on fire. Okay. The Cloud Giants get to go, and I think they have to make a saving throw at the beginning of their turn. These two, at least. That's wisdom, right?
Let me
Dex.
double check. I think it was wisdom. Oh, why am I scrolling? I can just go. 30. Okay, that is a wisdom save.
Wisdom save. Here's the first. An 11.
That will fail.
22.
That will succeed.
All right, so the one at top fails. As these spirit guardians of Molfins start to wail on
Nice.
him. He takes 8. Is that 16 points of...
16 for the first one that failed, and 8
8.
necrotic for the one that saved.
necrotic for the one that saved at the bottom. All right. This one is going to... Ah, boy. Back out just a little bit. Not to get out of range of Callista. It's going to go ahead and make 2 Morningstar attacks against Callista. It's a 19 to hit. For 22. And then another 19 to hit for 16 piercing, as both of those Morning Stars seem to impact the Fire Elemental form.
Oh, I'm barely still up.
The fire is just barely flickering in front of all of you as the fire elemental is holding its form. The Cloud Giant beside Molfin is going to attack twice with a Morning Star at Molfin.
Molfin immediately just throws up the shield to try to protect himself.
29.
Not gonna matter.
It breaks through the shield for 22 piercing. And a 15?
Will actually not hit.
Well, that won't even hit. It'll slam next to you, splashing some of that water up all over everyone, and it sizzles and steams off the fire elemental next to you.
That is...
Then he starts to cast the spell to Bamf.
Okay.
And Bamf's
Yep.
about 30 feet away from you. Hey, Mr. Carrot Rope has gifted a tier 1 sub to Cloppity. Thank you so much. You guys are amazing. Thank you so much for the support. It bamps, and then it moves away a little bit. And stops right there, having this pose, seems to be reaching down into a pouch next to him. Boy, the other one that's standing next to Ashlyn and Diana.
Can I taunt it?
How do you want to taunt it, Ashlyn?
Say, hey, you, with your head up in the clouds, that means that you don't pay attention to stuff and are dumb. Giant.
It turns around, whips around, looks at you and says, "Now wait a second," and reaches down and tries to actually pick you up and throw you.
Oh.
It's going to use its fling attack against you and try to whip you out the window the ballista's pointing out of.
Oh.
I need you to make a
Can I do Warding
I need
Flare?
you to make a dexterity saving throw. You can. Oh, well, wait, no, that's a saving throw. Warding Flare is only against attack rolls.
But then...
So the target must succeed on a DC 20 dexterity saving throw, which Ashlyn fails, or be hurled up to 60 feet in a direction of the giant's choice.
Ooh, I'm flung. Guys, I might die.
You are at
10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60. Ashlyn, you have been picked up and flung out the window.
This is the way I go, guys. Taunting a cloud.
Ashlyn is currently falling.
Michael, what is with you this week?
It's not me.
You gotta stop! Put those dice away!
I don't even have any dice. Can anyone?
Michael's in a mood this
Can
week.
anyone do anything
I
about
don't
it?
have any spells for this.
I don't have a plan.
I can't. My feather
I'm a
fall.
fire elemental.
Below me? Is there any part of the castle below me?
There is just cloud.
Can I move my trajectory so I'm closer to the... by any point?
We'll catch up. On your turn, we'll see what you're able to muster.
Okay.
Okay. But currently, you've been flung out the window.
Oh man, this is how I go, guys.
All right.
That's okay with me.
That Cloud Giant, the other Cloud Giants already went, so that brings us to Lachlan. Lachlan, you could see Ashlyn was whipped out of the Cloud Castle window.
Yeah, and my feather fall only goes 60 feet, so that's a,
So you would have known that you could have done nothing to help her at that point in time.
yeah, because that's a reaction. Where do I have... And is she fallen already, or is she
Yeah,
like Looney
she's
Tunes thing?
disappeared out of your sight.
Oh. Yeah, guys, this is not good.
I have a plan, but I go after her.
Okay. She's already gone. Yeah, I don't think there's literally nothing that I can do.
I'm gonna put this in the chat
Vengeance.
just so you guys know I'm not messing with you. It's actually a literal thing that they can do.
because I don't have visibility to use like Moby's grappling gun, or I don't think I have. I think it's in the bag of holding, which I don't have anymore.
Normally,
So-
if you would have landed on the ground, you would have landed prone, but there was no place for you to land.
Right.
Yeah, so with neither the grappling gun nor distance do my thing, I can't do anything for her. So the best I can do is try to guard her way back into the place.
Vengeance.
Yeah.
Vengeance.
What I'm gonna do then is I'm gonna try to just get a little closer to what's going on over there. Snap 2. Sorry, I'm just doing some math here. I'm just gonna bolt up about as far as I can go. Use my movement, my cunning action, and my action.
Okay.
And then that's it.
Okay. Molfin, you're up. You witnessed the same thing.
You're muted, I
I
think.
think you're muted.
I'm sorry,
Thank
guys.
Without a thought, Molfin charges his full movement over here. And as he's running, looks at Callista and says, I'm trusting you to deal with things here. I will deal with her. And using my last 3rd level spell, casting Thunder Step and teleporting 90 feet out the window.
Are you?
Nice. Okay. With a crack of thunder,
I had a plan!
Molfin vanishes.
So do I.
And Molfin, you appear falling. Just
And I'm looking for Ashlyn.
okay.
In the wide open blue.
Let me make a percentage dice roll. Just because.
Can I be really loud? Whoa!
I would assume she's screaming her bloody head off.
I would
but-
assume you would be screaming,
Yeah.
falling from this height. You are a monk, but this is very high. You appear about 10 feet below her, and you can hear her
Okay.
screaming above you. Go ahead and make a dexterity check as she falls a little bit closer to you to see if you can grab a hold of
Okay,
her.
where's my thing? Dexterity. I'm gonna burn my DN's inspiration on this one.
Okay. Make it with advantage.
Check or save?
This will be just a general check.
Okay.
Oh.
Ooh.
You go to reach out and grab her, and she's falling a little quicker than you are, and she just seems to slip out of your grasp just the slightest bit. You seem to just both your hands kind of touch for a moment, and your fingertips just barely are able to grab for a second, and then she slips out of your grasp. Molfin, you are also now falling.
I'm just holding my staff out and I call out to her. Grab hold.
Okay.
I can teleport us back to Diana. But I need to be... Hold on. Do I?
Uh-oh.
Oh no, not that. I have the spell. It's just I don't know if I actually need context.
It's like the movie when they're gonna save someone.
No, not that sort of thing. I made sure I have I write down all my
That's awesome.
things that I use for my different items.
Mr. Carrot Rope's like, oh lordy. He's not liking this in chat.
Molfin is just going to stretch out with the staff and hold it out and just say, grab hold, you need to stay within 10 feet of me. In a matter of seconds, we'll be back up with Diana.
Okay. Ah!
And then as we're both falling, it's next round, it's...
We'll see what happens when we get there. Riled isn't totally 100% sure what is going on, but he saw Ashlyn got thrown out. But he also sees that there's imminent threat up here. He knows that he probably can't do anything about what has happened outside. I can check his spells one last time, but I don't think he has anything helpful for that situation.
I don't think many people have anything. Flung out of a Cloud Giant's castle.
He doesn't really have much that can help. So he's just going to, he has 2 of his regular arrows left. He's going to fire up at this one that Callista is currently burning up. Help his daughter out. So here comes his first longbow. That's gonna miss. Second one is also gonna miss. So this is a regular arrow that he pulls out that he got from Lachlan. That one hits.
Oh.
It's fitting, so it only does the first damage. 5 piercing as it sinks into the flesh of this cloud giant. Ashlyn, you are up. You're reaching out for the staff.
Yes.
Make a dex check as wind is just rushing through you guys as you're falling through the clouds. You can't really see anything.
I'm gonna use my other DM's inspiration.
All right. Make it with
She get a 20.
You reach out and grab a hold of the Staff of Power. You now hold the Staff of Power. You can look up and you see Molfen kind of fallen. You see the shroud just blowing in the wind as you guys are just falling towards the ground.
His skirt billowing around his waist.
Skirt billowing around.
Some lovely draft out here.
So yeah, you guys fall about 500 feet in a turn. So you guys are just wind just like slamming into your ears as you're falling, and you can start to see that the ground is closing in. Ashlyn, is there anything else that you can do other than that on your turn?
Scream a little more.
Okay, scream in panic. That brings us to
nope, that's it.
Diana. You just watched your best friend get thrown out of a cloud castle window.
Vengeance, Diana, kill him for
Muted.
You're
You're muted. You're still muted. Okay, you
She's
don't
so angry she can't speak.
I would like to use this opportunity to try to grab the giant that did that.
To grab?
Can I?
To grab the giant?
Yeah, like just touch him.
Yeah,
not touch him.
Yeah, touch him. Oh, to inflict wounds. Yes.
Yeah.
Let me see. That's a 17.
17?
That will do it. Go ahead and roll your damage as you reach out and grab the giant's leg and begin to drain his physical life force from him. Whoa! Was that 44 points?
Did you just say suffer? That was
Yes.
really sinister.
Yeah, I know.
He seems to be just. He seems to be cackling towards the window a little bit.
Diana's sinister.
He was cackling a little bit towards the window, didn't even notice you grabbed, and all of a sudden he just goes, "Ah, ah!" And you see him start to get these visible wrinkles all over his body as you can pull, as you're pulling his life force from him. Anything else you'd be doing, Diana?
Running away so that he can't get me.
You running away? Okay.
Yeah. I'll
He is gonna make a quick swipe against you.
Oh, I know he probably will, and it's probably gonna hit me too. I'll run my full 30. Oh my god.
Yeah, that's,
I don't like this.
you take another 21 points of piercing damage as you run away from him.
But Lachlan could get flanking if I don't go, which would help, which would give him sneak attack.
Don't worry, I've got it covered.
Okay, fine.
I'm like nodding, like, yeah, do what you have to do.
Okay, I'm gonna go. I'm gonna get out of here. Goodbye.
You run away right past Lachlan as he's rushing up, and take 21 points as a Morningstar slams you in the back.
Fun. Please nobody else hit me. I'm going to die.
Fire Elemental Callista is up.
Okay.
Best laid plan. Ice and Molfen.
There's nothing I can do at the moment. There's no way. So, yeah, I'm just gonna keep punching this guy.
Okay.
Because I'm not looking good.
Yes and no.
And no.
The first one definitely hits for 15 fire damage. And he'll take the other fire damage on his turn, I believe.
Yep.
Which is right now, so you can go ahead and roll that. Since you're still kind of attacking, unless you want to move away or do something else.
Yeah, I think I was gonna move away.
Try to move away? Okay.
They came from this door?
Yeah.
I can't quite get there. Okay, yeah, well, I will just kind of like move around this way and kind of, yeah, go there.
Okay. As you leave its threat range, it's going to try to take a swipe at you.
Yeah, that's fine. I'm going to drop anyway.
29 to hit for 26 piercing.
I'm pretty sure I'm out.
Okay.
I'm just out, so I don't take any damage coming out.
All right, so Callista has halted her...
Oh no, I'm sitting at 1 hit point!
So 1 hit point? Oh, 1 hit point. The fire elemental is barely flickering.
Barely!
Just maintaining, barely giving off any light. And that brings us to the Cloud Giant. Go ahead and roll your damage for the one that's on fire.
Oh, yes, that's right.
I like Carrot Rope in chat. Quick, guys, do a flip.
Flip.
Do a barrel roll.
Do a barrel roll. Yes, yes.
Oh, 8 points of fire damage.
Yes.
All right. And he is still on fire. Seeing the situation the way it is and seeing that there is no longer as many people in the room, he takes his action to put the flames out. Lamps. Appears over here. And then runs this way a little bit. And stops about right here. Ends his turn. The one next to Lachlan kind of seems to step over towards Lachlan and is going to take 2 Morningstar attacks against Lachlan. The first one scoring a 30.
Hits.
For 24.
Like a whack-a-mole.
24 piercing. The second one, a 22.
Yep. Hits.
For 20 piercing as these slam down
damage.
on top of you, Lachlan.
Dung. Dung.
It seems
I'm
to
like
just
half buried.
Seems to just cackle at you. And just stands there menacingly in front of you. This other one moves just the slightest bit, pulls out a rock and throws it at Riled. A 22 is going to hit for 31 bludgeoning against Riled as it slams into him. Stones seem to burst and crumble as it makes its impact. Riled seems to stumble a bit and regains his composure. That brings us back to Lachlan.
All right. So I guess the one that just pounded me into the ground, I'll wipe some blood off my chin, lick it. And this one that just threw my fellow snake out the window.
It did. It disgraced your 7 snakes, Lachlan.
Oh, I'm going to pull out the obsidian dagger, and I want to use my inspiration that I received earlier.
All right.
To kind of, I want to like run up his leg a little bit, do a backflip, carrot rope, and just try to like sink it into his thigh.
Yes, please do. Roll your attack with advantage.
Watch it miss. Yeah. Oh, that's right. I got to do advantage with the obsidian dagger.
That
28
will hit. So roll your damage with the obsidian dagger. 9
Neat.
piercing. Yeah, you get. Do you get sneak because of the advantage?
Because advantage, yeah.
Nice. So 9 points and an additional 17. As you basically do this backflip, you slam the dagger into the top of his thigh, and you slice down his leg, and you slide down his leg, just driving the dagger, making this big long gash down his leg. It's pouring blood now as you just you slid all the way down. You're standing on the top of his foot now.
Oh. I just want to look at him. Look up at him like, you're mine. And turn.
Molfin, you are up.
So as Molfin and Ashner been falling, one hand goes inside the robes he's wearing to grab hold of a small bit of a broken dagger that was gifted to him by his great-great-grandson Lachlan. And with his gnarled left newly acquired hand clenching around that blade, I'm going to use the Hand of Vecna to cast Teleport. To teleport to Lachlan.
Oh.
Because I have an associated object that Lachlan gave me.
Yeah.
Oh.
Nice.
It's not like a lock of my hair.
You've had that broken dagger for a long time.
Yeah.
Too.
Yes, it's like session one.
Yeah, it's like
Caves
yeah,
outside
the cave. Yeah.
Literally. Oh, I could sneak attack too. Shit in the ground.
So-
I couldn't even hit an unconscious rat.
So do you still need to make some type of roll, or I have to roll?
The DM rolls a D100, but if you have an associated object, a roll of 1 to 100 means you hit your location.
Oh, so you're good.
So it's
yeah. Excellent.
And I'm just, and in my head I'm going, please God, be watching for us. This is really going to bloody hurt.
Molfen.
And then just
Before
looking at Ashen, are you willing?
Me?
Yes, you.
Yes.
wind blow through hair. What kind of thoughts would be going through Molfin's mind about Lachlan as this spell's being cast?
It's just I lost much belief when we started out. It's supposed to be a simple journey, get him on the right side of things, and well, now with Moby gone, it seems like he's the only one on the right side of things. So I guess successful mission, I suppose, but
With a
let's see if we can just get him home alive.
with a flash of light, Ashlyn and Molfen, you appear standing on the ground behind Lachlan.
I got like a dagger in his side. Oh, hey!
He's
Glad to see you guys
he's
here.
covered in blood. He looks like hell as he's fighting this giant. And that's where we're going to take our break for this evening, guys.
Hell yeah.
Oh my god.
Oh wait, that was supposed to be a wisdom save, so well, I add 1 to it, so that's going to be interesting.
Oh, well, it'll be interesting when we get back.
Great.
Because he used... Wait, you didn't use the shroud. You used the hand, right?
I used the hand with. Oh wait.
I don't think the hand does anything like that. I think it's only.
I don't think the hand does
Okay.
anything.
Oh, okay. I will double check that because I
The shroud is.
copied and pasted the format for it when you gave it to me.
The shroud is Michael's twisted and sick mind, so I don't think the hand does that.
Oh, I've been making those checks for the hand stuff too.
Yeah, I think it's only the shroud that does. You have to make the checks for it.
Oh, okay.
Okay, guys, we're gonna take a quick break just to refill drinks and to recoup a little bit after Ashlyn and Molfen
After Michael threw Ashlyn out a window.
threw out a window.
Michael's in a mood this week, guys.
So
Yeah, I almost died.
I promise. I'm playing the game by the rules. I promise.
He could still chuck any one of us.
I know, we're not done yet.
We're not
Let's
done
not
yet.
forget that.
There's
And
still
I'm
a
fresh
window
out
over
of
there.
teleports, I'm just saying.
All right, guys, we'll be back in a few short minutes, probably 5 to 7 minutes, just to refuel and get ready for the second half. So you guys stick around. Thank you guys so much for being so active in chat tonight and hanging out with us, and for all the gifted subscriptions and supporting us. That's awesome, guys. Thank you guys so much. We really do appreciate it. And we'll be back in 5 to 7. So sit tight. We'll see how this group gets out of this situation when we get back. So we'll see you guys soon. welcome back, everybody, to episode 87 of Storm King's Thunder right here at Proficiency Bonus. Once again, my name is Michael, your most humble, and I do repeat, humble and merciful times 2. Dungeon Master, no matter what Christy tries to tell you.
Just go watch Thursday. That's all I'm saying. Go watch Delvin Dash. That's it. That's all I got.
Humble and merciful Dungeon Master.
I love you.
I love you guys too. Welcome back. What a great story we have unfolding as our Molfin and Ashlyn were able to bamf back into the Cloud Castle after Ashlyn got thrown out, and Molfin basically teleported out to teleport her back in. And they were able to succeed. That brings us to Riled, who is next up in our initiative order during this combat with the Cloud Giants. Riled is out of his own arrows, but he sees that a lot of his friends are in dire need of his help. He is going to move up a bit, and he's going to attempt to cast Darkness right behind the Cloud Giant to try to envelop the Cloud Giant in magical darkness. So let me double check and see what this does exactly. Magical darkness, 15-foot radius. Basically, he's just going to put a point kind of like behind the Cloud Giant so that it just envelops the Cloud Giant and you guys are not in the magical darkness. So this black opaque orb of just darkness appears sort of a little bit behind the Cloud Giant, but envelops his head as well. And consumes... What? Wait, no, it has to be on an object, right? No, if the point you choose is an object. So it can be just at a point. Yep, just like that.
So something like that.
Yep, that's good. Thank you, Matthew.
Not a problem.
Perfect. So he is now enveloped in this magical darkness. That brings us to Ashlyn.
Oh. Hi, Uncle Wolfin. Thank you.
Very nice.
Welcome back to Terra Firma.
Yeah, I know. I don't know what that means. That's funny.
Ashlyn, your hair is a mess right now.
Yeah, I probably should have done what I
The braids came loose.
That's it.
Yeah. I'm gonna... Can I see the Cloud Giant, like, to kick it, or should I go to another one?
You can see its legs.
Oh, okay.
Lachlan's standing on its foot.
Okay.
With a black dagger in his hand, blood all over him.
Wow, Lachlan, how'd you get that done? That's... Okay, well,
Painfully.
Yeah, therapy later. Alright, where's my sheet? Did my sheet go away when I size? Yes, it... Sorry, guys, my roll 20 is active.
Yeah, it was doing that for me earlier, too.
Okay, here we go. I'm gonna try to hit it with my Staff of Thunder. So, not probably gonna hit it.
I am going to give you advantage on this, because currently the Cloud Giant is technically blinded, in my opinion, with the Darkness spell. So I'm gonna let you take the 20, so that will hit. 8 points of damage as you slam into his leg.
Not the best, but I will hit it again.
Yes.
For 29. Okay. For 13.
13 more bludgeoning damage as you slam into him with the Staff of Thunder and Lightning.
And I'm going to spend another key point, because I got those, to do the martial arts twice.
Okay.
I'm going to martial arts that.
Yes! Another nat 20 tonight. I hope somebody's keeping count of all these. The last 3 episodes have been like insane with nat 20s.
I know.
True.
Last episode, Lachlan was like firing them off like left and right.
Every roll was
yeah,
like
it was awesome.
Yeah.
It was great.
And another one.
Yes.
Gonna be 11.
11 points. This one is not looking very good as he's starting to lose his balance a little bit, shifting back and forth. It's kind of hard to tell, but you can see his body is slumped and kind of coming out of the magical darkness a little bit, leaning forward, but still can't see very well in that darkness.
Okay, I'm gonna stay here and just wail on him next turn too if I can.
All right.
Enter.
Diana, you're up.
Okay, so I'm very sorry, first of all, if you can hear me crunching. Second of all, I would like to... So, drinking a health potion is one action, right?
Yes.
Not your whole turn. Okay. I will drink a regular health potion.
Okay, I think that's 2d4 plus 2 for a regular.
Alrighty. Plus 2.
So you get 5 HP back as you feel that magical aura of the potion kind of taking effect.
Okay, lit. And then as a bonus action, I will cast Mass Healing Word on everybody, including Callista, because she is within range.
All right.
Nice.
Oh, okay.
And that will go to her fire elemental form, I believe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yes.
I was not expecting that. Sure.
So everyone gets 10 points.
10 points.
Wow,
I think that goes
that's
to,
awesome.
That'll go to Riled as well.
Yes. Because I get to do it to 6 people.
10 more to Riled as
2,
Riled.
3.
As everyone feels the warmth of Elmater. And
Yeah, man.
and those of you, and most of you almost see this vision of the Weeping Garden once again, as
Aww.
you can see some of the fruit being plucked from the trees.
And then I will shout out, I don't have any more spells.
Run away! Run! Run away!
I'm ready to go.
You have movement if you'd like to use it.
Run away!
Am I in a line of fire? I mean, I feel like we're always in a line of fire, but...
Currently, yes. There's a cloud giant up there to the north of you who seems to be watching this whole thing unfold.
I'm gonna go this way. I'm gonna go this way. I'm gonna go to
Good idea.
the that way, next to Riled, kind of.
Okay.
Like, this way. That's where I would go.
All right.
And I'm done.
All right. The fire elemental gets to go. Seems to have sparked back up a little bit due to the wonderful mass healing word.
I'm debating. Now might change my turn. I was not expected to be healed.
Yeah, I didn't know Mass Healing Word was bonus action. I gotta remember that for
Yeah.
Solana. For Solana.
No. Yeah, I'm gonna. I appreciate it, but yeah, I'm going to drop my earth or my fire elemental form
Okay.
because it would have been one hit anyway, and I would have been out.
Here, I'll put you back out here and just move your elemental.
Yeah, my token.
So that way you'll just keep the elemental in the turn order. So that way...
I think it's a bonus action to drop my form, right?
I think so, yeah.
Okay.
Let's circle the moon.
Yeah. So then, as an action, I will go with some old school.
Okay. Old school Callista. I have a feeling I know what it is.
Don't you know?
I think we do.
Moonbeam. There it is.
And it's not.
Yeah.
It's not a DC 12. It's a DC 16.
16. This cloud giant at the bottom. Is that who you're going for?
Yeah.
16. I think it's Constitution. That's a 13. It fails.
So it will take full damage. So 18 plus 8 is 26.
26 points of terrible moonbeam damage as this purplish, almost laser beam of magical energy seems to zip down into this chamber and start to fry this cloud giant down here in the bottom.
Okay, and then I'm going to use my movement to tug around the corner.
Okay.
Because I'm not getting resistance to non-magical damage, so I'm hiding.
Cloud giants go. Normally that cloud giant would have to make it save on the beginning of its turn, so we'll say that that's what happened right now. He immediately bamps out of there. And appears about right here.
Okay.
Yeah, are you able to draw like a little, even if you put like a little 5-foot square on there? That's purple,
Yeah.
so
I'll do that.
That's yours. I think it'll be somewhere like around in here.
Like
you see where
here?
I should have pinged it.
Like that?
Move it over to the left, one square, and you'll be good.
Okay.
All right. Seeing that you were the one casting that, Callista, it moves over just a shade to be able to have line of sight on you, and throws a rock at you.
Stupid rocks.
24 to hit.
I believe that
It
hits.
does 30 points of bludgeoning damage as this boulder slams into you and crumples into a bunch of pieces of stone around you.
Throw them at me.
Hang on.
The other Cloud Giant that's apparently is in front of Lachlan and Ashlyn is going to make 2 attacks, one against Ashlyn, one against Lachlan, both with disadvantage because of the
He's actually going to make a saving throw first because he's in the aura.
Oh, true.
Spirit Guardians.
That is
Nice.
wisdom, right?
Yep.
11.
That is going to fail.
Fail. So these
He's going to take
Spirit Guardians start to scratch at
14
his feet.
points of necrotic damage.
14 necrotic
Nice.
as they're pulling his life force from him as they scratch down his legs. Here comes his 2 attacks against Ashlyn and Lachlan. A Morningstar with disadvantage against Ashlyn is a 15. He misses wildly. Against Lachlan is a 19.
That hits.
That hits. He slams Lachlan off of his foot. Takes 19 piercing damage as Lachlan gets slammed. Jolted back off of its foot.
Ow.
And then
That'll make a nice scar later. Don't worry.
Yeah, I guess it'll look cool.
this one bamps. And appears over here. And then moves back to about right here. The other one throws a rock at Mulfin. 31.
Nope, doesn't it?
42 points of bludgeoning damage. As he starts to move up forward, menacing, pulling his Morningstar back out.
Oh no, is he down?
Oh no, I'm still on my feet. I'm just looking rough now.
Do you have to make a concentration check for the Spirit Guardians? That would be
I do too, don't I?
21. I think you dropped.
21 beats it.
Oh, yeah, you
Half damage.
Yeah, half damage. You made it.
Yep.
All right. Lachlan, you're up.
No, we're not running.
Oh boy.
Oh, I made it. Mine's still up too.
You're
Such
still up
pain
too.
right now.
Yep.
I guess I'm
There's
gonna
nothing wrong.
switch back to my bow, to the oath bow, and fire at this guy that I've been wailing on. Right, the one up. I think he's at the
Farthest one
top.
on the top. Yep, you got it.
Yeah, this is just a
He's-
simple attack.
He's looking ragged. He's looking like he's dragging one of his legs across the ground.
And it's a 10.
It's a 10. That is going to
Why
fuck.
is it a 10?
Because that's what he
Oh.
rolled. He goes whiffing by. It doesn't even hit the wind. Like, you just miss. I guess all the injuries are just starting to wear and tear on you, and you just take a really poor shot.
And then I'm just gonna step into the darkness.
Okay.
Hello, darkness, my old friend. Done.
Very good. Stepping into the... You cannot see anything right now.
Yep.
Mulfin, you're up.
Alrighty then.
Everybody, you could see Lachlan was not looking very good as he stepped into that darkness.
Yeah.
He just pieced out.
I think me and Ronald are the only ones looking.
Okay. Okay. Oh, I'm gonna do it. So looking at... Muffin is gonna scan the room real quick. Which one of these 3 giants looks like it's in the best shape?
On the north, the 2 at the top, the one closer to you looks like he's got
The one who just pegged me with a boulder?
The one that pegged you in the boulder looks like he's in the best bill of health.
Muffin's gonna reach down to sort of lovingly look at the Staff of Power and bring it up and give it a little like, If you die for the right reasons.
You're saying goodbye to this power.
And going to cast Wall of Force, dropping my concentration on the Spirit Guardians.
Okay.
And locking this guy into, basically I'm not doing it on the bottom, just literally 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, sealing him in. Well, actually, don't do it on the floor if I've got enough. Why not?
Really?
Basically a 20-foot tall, 10-foot wide
Oh yeah, you'd have enough.
cube. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm locking him in a cube.
All right. Go ahead and,
And
go ahead
then-
and draw a box around him so we know that your force is there.
I'm going to. Oh, hold on. As Molfin finished casting into. I can still feel the power in you. Okay. Come on. Thank you.
Was that the last charge from the staff?
Last charge on the staff.
Also, while you're casting this, I forgot to do this before because you.
Oh,
failed that
that's
saving throw before.
yeah. So would that happen with something
Yeah,
that?
no. This is.
Okay.
You keep getting whispers in your mind. Say this. The Countess has children. They cannot survive.
That's dark.
Whispered in your head.
Oh, none of them can survive.
Not one.
None. None of them.
None.
There's more to be done. More to be done, folks. Still need to find that thing. Let's get this done with.
That's end of Molfin's turn, as this one is now enclosed.
Actually, Molfin
Yeah.
is going to use his movement.
Oh, sure, yeah, you got movement left.
5, 10, 15, great. Let's wander on after his great-grandson.
Disappearing into,
Hiding
into this...
Is somebody in here with me?
Molfin, you bump into someone.
Oh, is it a giant?
And yes, MG in the Discord, I totally stole that from another movie. You're right. Nothing I come up with is completely original, folks. It never is. That brings us to Riled, who is going to, I believe, can he move the darkness?
I don't believe so.
I think it stays
I remember.
there.
It's been a while since I've cast it. I'm checking. No, it's when he chooses a point, it's on the point.
Okay. So he's going to go ahead.
Unless you put it on an object and move the object.
Right, it has to be on an object, and then the object is moved. Then the darkness moves with it. Ah, boy. He looks down to the south, seeing this one trying to just destroy his daughter. He picks out one of the special arrows that Lachlan gave him and knocks it. This is going to be the lightning arrow.
Yeah.
And he's going to fire a lightning arrow at this one down here. Bless you.
Bless you.
My understanding is that these are an extra 1d8.
And hits.
Nice.
An extra 1d8 lightning damage.
Yeah.
So it does the
Nice.
8 piercing. And hey, MG, why not? Go ahead and roll the 1d8 to see how much lightning damage it does.
Oh!
It's your arrow. Go ahead. 8! As this thing is engulfed in just completely covered with electrical energy, frying him a little bit. Then he pulls out another special arrow. This one's weighted a little different. He knocks it and he fires this exploding arrow towards the giant. That one will also hit.
Yes.
Striking for 7 piercing, and then roll 2d6 for me.
Oh boy, oh boy.
As it
This is gonna be like
explodes
a
and
2.
envelops him in flames. And another 8 points of fire damage. As this thing gets torn up that way. Now he takes a regular arrow for his 3rd shot and fires that out and misses as it catches the wind gusts around and blows off into the distance. He's going to stay put, standing his ground. Ashlyn, you are up.
Which one flung me? This one?
Yeah, the injured one at the top. He's the one who initially flung you because you
Yeah.
you were giving him some serious lip.
I was to get him off Diana, but then he flung me. Not a fan. I'm gonna run up this way if I can, in case anyone wants to give me flanking. But I'm gonna go after him and be like, "You tried to fling me out a window. I'm very upset, and you hurt my feelings."
That will hit.
What?
14 points as you slam into his leg.
Nah.
That will hit as well.
10.
He is barely standing, Ashlyn, wobbling back.
Gonna
and
burn
forth.
another key point.
Burn a key point.
Flurry blows, man. Flurry blows.
That will hit.
With my elbow. For 11.
Yes.
And then why not? I am going to try to stomp on his foot.
Okay, Ashlyn, as you're slamming into this giant, you watch as it kind of like cutting down a tree, starts to timber fall, and as it lands, you do the old school WWF Hulk Hogan leg drop onto its neck as you slam onto it. And this giant is no longer moving or
Yes.
breathing and is dead in front of you.
Vengeance, snake style.
Yes. I love it.
From the darkness.
Ashlyn, do you have any movement left?
Oh yeah.
Okay. I don't know.
Of course.
I have no idea how much. It's probably like the whole board. So you just
Yeah, I can move down to the other guy.
go where you want.
Go where you want.
Yeah, I can move down to this guy if I go at the top there.
Because
Yes,
Stay away
come
from
down.
windows.
monks
Yeah,
in D&D are
no,
like crazy fast.
Yeah. Well, I got my boots on still. They last 10 minutes.
Yep, you still got your boots
So-
going too. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
All
So
right.
enter.
And turn. All right.
Ye-
So she charges down towards the other guy. Diana, you are up.
So Diana believes that it is in everybody's best interest to leave. So I'm gonna go towards the exit.
Okay.
If I could grab my token,
Yeah.
go towards the exit 30 feet and get up kind of in the corner and like just keep an eye on everybody. I don't really have an action because I don't have any spells and I'm not close enough to hit anybody with a mace.
You don't
So
have any.
Oh, you guys keep spreading too thin. I had a plan.
Do you,
oh no, I'm
do
sorry.
you have a?
It's
You have another
Do you have
health
like a? Do you
potion?
have like a crossbow or a short bow or anything like ranged weapon or
I
anything?
have a spear that I can throw.
Okay, you could ready like a
Okay.
spear throw if something comes near you. You could do something like that.
I will ready a spear throw
Okay.
if something tries to come near me.
Okay.
Does that mean that I can't use my reaction? Because if a cloud giant throws a rock at me, I want to be able to warding flare it.
Usually the way I rule it is you can do the reaction, but then you wouldn't have your held action anymore.
Okay,
Mm,
gotcha.
that's kind of the way I
Okay.
rule it.
All right, I will be ready with a javelin.
Evacuate in our moment of triumph.
Triumph.
I love it. So many Star Wars references tonight. Callista, it goes back to you.
All right. Oh, okay.
Where
Use my
are you? Are
action.
you in a room?
I'm right here.
I know, but is that a room?
Those
Like a
s-
stairs?
I'm on the
that-
stairs.
Those are stairs.
Oh, those are stairs.
Those are stairs leading up.
Okay.
Yep.
Use my action to move the moonbeam.
Okay. Sure. He'll make the save on his turn. So.
Yeah,
you have
I'll
a
just roll it now.
Bonus action and movement if you'd like to use it.
That's what I'm debating, but everyone moved, and I don't know if I can get the people I want to get. Hannah. Okay, yeah. I'm gonna do a 30-foot sphere and do mass cure wounds. As a bonus action, I think, or
Yeah.
is that a full action? Oh man, hang on.
It's a 30-foot sphere. Is that what you said?
I think so.
Okay.
Yeah, don't worry about Ashlyn. She's all the way up.
Yeah, you can definitely get riled, Molfin, Lachlan, and Ashley.
A weak voice from the darkness. I'm okay.
Yeah, so instead of doing moving the moonbeam, I'll move it back, and I'll just do the mass cure wounds for them first.
Okay.
So I'll move the moonbeam back.
So everybody gets 11 over there, except for Diana, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
She had moved away a little bit. So an additional 11 points for you guys. Wild heals back up a little bit too. He's looking pretty good now.
Whew. Yeah. Back in the game. Whew.
And then the bonus action. No, I think that's all I can do.
Can I use my held action to move back into range for the mass cure wounds? I want
Christy,
that.
quick question on mass cure wounds. Do you have to have line of sight on the people that you're casting
I'll double
on?
check.
Because if not,
I think it's just
if you can't see Lachlan and Molfin, you wouldn't be able to cast.
no.
on them.
It just says centered on a point and
okay.
30 feet.
Gotcha.
Oh.
Perfect. That answers.
You hear a ooh.
I think mass healing word you do have to see them,
Yeah.
but cure wounds you can do a. That's why I can't just like point
Okay.
at everybody in different directions. It has to be in a
It
sphere.
has to be in a sphere. Got it.
Yeah,
Thank you. All right. Anything?
and I.
Oh, that's
so
the difference.
mass
Okay.
cure wounds is an action to cast too, right?
Yes, that's why I couldn't move
That's why
my
you couldn't move.
moonbeam.
Yeah,
So
that makes sense.
Okay.
I'm going to. We can use that for next time. I'm gonna, I guess, move closer to Diana.
Okay.
How far can I get to Diana? But yeah, that should be my turn, so I don't think I can do much else.
Okay. This one that is on Ashlyn goes
Oh,
to
no.
attack her twice with a Morning Star. First one comes down with a 18, which I believe is going to miss.
Nope.
Second slam, 28 for 14
Yeah, that
piercing
hurts.
damage. This one at the top begins to try to move and slams into something. Start slamming it with a Morning Star. I don't think it can do any damage to it, can it?
Nope.
Okay, it just attacks.
There's only one thing that can get rid of that.
It just starts attacking this thing. And then,
Oh no.
because it can
45
see out of it because it's invisible, correct?
Oh.
It's gonna bamf and use Misty Step out of it.
No, it blocks it on
Um,
the ethereal plane too.
Does it block it on Ethereal too?
No, it,
Yeah, it
Does
does.
Misty Step use the ethereal plane?
I'm
no,
pretty
it
sure.
doesn't. No.
Doesn't
let me
it?
try
I'm
this
pretty
one.
sure it does.
Briefly surrounded by a silver mist, you teleport 30 feet to an unoccupied space that you can see.
Concentration.
It would be.
Or am I thinking blink?
We would need a wall of force description to see if this works.
Yeah, I'm pulling it up, and I think he can do it.
Think you can do it?
Ooh.
I'm thinking
Pretty
about
sure.
blink because blink you go to the ethereal plane.
Yeah.
Yeah, the one the one we're all thinking of is resilient sphere. Magic can't go through it.
Yeah, resilient.
Oh,
if it was a
gotcha,
resilient
yep.
sphere, he wouldn't be able to.
Gotcha.
He bamps, and he bamps over towards Riled. And he already used his attacks against the wall.
Hey, yeah.
Lachlan, you're in the darkness.
Daily.
It's your turn.
Yeah.
Alrighty. It's a little better in here, you know, a little more peaceful. My shame, no one can see it in here. But I'm
I
gonna.
can feel it.
I get out. I do want to kind of leap out of the darkness, see this one that Ashlyn's fighting.
Yep.
You know, just and ready an arrow and just
Yep.
let it fly. Surprise, big guy.
Oh, yeah, he looks hurt.
Alrighty, so he's gonna get a little bit of the oath bow shot, which is
Oh,
21.
Yes, that hits.
And then I have an ally within 5 feet.
You do.
24 total.
24 total, so an additional 17 sneak attack as another arrow goes flying into this thing. Starting to look
Yeah.
sluggish. His posture is not so good. He's trying to hold his ground, looking towards Ashlyn and seeing this arrow just come in from the side, trying to peek over to see where all these attacks are coming from. Anything else, Lachlan?
That's it. I'm just gonna stand there
All right.
and turn.
Molfin, you're in the darkness as well. As Molfin is used to being in
Where he
darkness.
Molfin starts muttering to himself as realizing there's still much work left to be done in this place. More people to find. And there needs to be some help to make sure they're all routed out. And Molfa will once more reach deep within himself and rip a soul from the ethereal plane, summon forth a wraith. Which would have been helpful if I had thought of that last week.
How may I serve?
Kill the giants. Every last one of them.
Consider it done.
And it rolls a 13 on its initiative.
So I can grab it and I'm gonna pull it up here. Actually, right underneath Molpin. And anything else you'd be doing, Molpin?
No, Molphin is just going to stay in the darkness. Actually, he's going to back up a little bit, a little further away from the edge, a little deeper into it.
Okay. In the darkness. And your Wraith can go now.
And all of a sudden, coming out of the darkness is everyone's favorite friend.
It's my favorite friend.
This skeletal, mystical form just reaches out of this dark orb and heads towards the Cloud Giant.
It is going to make an attack against the one next to Riled.
Nice.
Yes.
25.
Constitution save, I believe, is what I have to roll.
Wow.
Oh, wow.
Again, it's only for the hit point maximum. But it takes 24 necrotic damage.
Okay, so it's going to take 24 necrotic regardless.
Yeah, it takes the damage, it just doesn't have its maximum
Right,
lowered.
Right. So you are watching as this Wraith grabs a hold and is ripping through the flesh of this Cloud Giant, pulling the life force from it. It seems to be shocked as now it finds itself surrounded all of a sudden by Riled and this terrible creature. I believe that went the Wraith's turn. And bring us to Riled, who pulls out his rapier and begins to carve into. That will hit.
Nice.
And I believe the Wraith gives him flanking.
Nice.
So that'll hit too. And that will hit too. So
Nice.
3 swipes with a rapier. That's 5 slashing. Then an additional, so it's up to 9. And then we've got 15 total points of slashing damage. What would be piercing for the rapier?
Yeah,
So 15
my dude.
more points as Riled is working on this giant. That brings us to Ashlyn.
How bad is this guy looking?
He's looking pretty shabby. His
Okay.
posture is not so good.
Gonna keep on at it. Yeah.
Yes.
How? Okay, 9.
9 points.
Another set.
Wow.
Most definitely. You're rolling like a giant right now, Ashlyn.
Yes, so that's 20. And why not burn another key point?
Why not?
Hell yeah.
Why not? You got him.
And
Yeah.
just do some more martial arts.
Burn him if you got him.
Do oh, that's not gonna hit probably.
An 11
That's
is
okay.
not going to hit. The wind
Okay,
seems
but
to
good
blow
thing.
your attack off course. That one will hit.
So I'm gonna just kick him in the face, but not really because he's really tall.
He's way taller than that. But oh, whoa! I just accidentally subtracted 113 from him.
That'd be nice.
Let's go ahead and add 100 back to him. You kick him in the shin, and he falters back just a little bit, regains his composure, looks down at you. You killed the Countess. You will suffer for this. Bless you.
You tried to put me out the window. Bless you.
I tried to move it away from the mic.
Your friend put me out the window. You must pay.
Is that the end of Ashlyn's turn?
Yeah, I shake my finger really threateningly at him.
Really threatening
That's what you
finger.
gotta do one of these times. Shake your finger so hard you poke somebody and it kills them.
I'm going to use my natural 20 on the finger shake. Diana, you're up. Nothing triggered your held
Also-
action, so you have you have your movement bonus and action for this turn.
So I don't want to leave my friends behind. but I also still can't really do anything if I want to stay in my spot. So I'm gonna just, I don't know. I could
Stay there.
Could I throw my spear that I was going to throw at like the nearest giant that I could reach?
What's the range on a spear?
2060.
2060. So yeah, you'd have to be within 20 feet to not have disadvantage on your attack. So you'd have to move up. Oops. I'm accidentally grabbing you and moving your token. I apologize. That is
But you can
not
move up 10
acceptable
feet
as a
and move
dungeon
up.
master. Yeah, you have 45 feet of distance, so you'd have to move up to about right underneath that like water puddle to be able to throw your spear at this cloud giant, if that's what you choose to
But
do.
then you can
All
move
right, then.
10 feet back if you want. No,
I
wait.
will do that. And then I'll just move back later.
Yeah, you move 25 feet total. So now,
Oh,
you,
wow,
now you
okay.
can throw your spear. So if you want to go ahead and make your attack, if you don't have spear in there, you just make a dexterity attack for your spear.
I throw it. What's the difference between a one-handed spear and a two-handed spear? Do I have to hold on to one?
Just use your one-handed spear because it would be you're just like throwing it.
Because you're throwing it, you're
Okay.
not stabbing.
If you were
Gotcha.
holding it with two hands
Javelin.
and kind of like jabbing people with two hands, and you use that. A 13,
13.
unfortunately, the wind that's wrapping around this thing blows the spear off course, and it goes rattling across the floor.
Lit. Wow. What a waste. And I will move 5 feet back.
I motion you to come closer to me.
You see Callista
Okay.
waving towards you, yeah.
I can't. I'm stuck.
It's fine. I got you.
I'm stuck.
Also, I'm sorry if you can
I'm
hear me crunching or talking, because I thought that my microphone was muted.
I'm stuck by the limitation that actions give me in Dungeons and Dragons. Callista, you're up.
All right, so going back to what originally I was doing, I'm gonna reach out and pull my moonbeam onto his face because that's usually what I like to do.
Yeah, that's a Callista move.
That's a close to move. Let's go for the eyes, you know. Take it out. So I will. That's my action. I will just stick with roll. Oh. And then as a bonus action, I will cast Healing Word at 4th level for Diana.
Oh, wow.
Nice.
15 points of healing to Diana.
Nice.
And kind of just move up beside her and hold position.
All right. This cloud giant makes a constitution saving throw as this purple laser beam is zapped down onto his head as the moonbeam strikes again. 17. Is that going to do it?
That does it. So he takes half damage.
So that is that 13?
27?
13.
13? Yeah.
13 damage. Your moonbeam is definitely affecting him, sizzling him. He's slumped down almost onto one knee, but he's still in the fight. He is going to take a moment to shift out of the moonbeam beside Ashlyn, and he's going to go ahead and make 2 quick swipes at Ashlyn. 28
Yeah, that'll
for
hit.
24 piercing.
27 win, though.
25
That hits too.
for 25 piercing as 2 Morningstar attacks slam into you. He looks exhausted and is just trying to dig down deep to the last amount of energy that he has to make these attacks. The other one, seeing this terrible creature come out of the black orb that seems to appear into this room, is going to make 2 Morningstar attacks against the Wraith. The first one is going to be a natural 1 and just whiff right through this weird fabric that seems to be drifting off of the Wraith. The other one is a 24.
That'll definitely
For
hit.
27 piercing against the Wraith.
Doesn't seem like it does as much damage as he is expecting it to do.
Okay. He holds steady. Lachlan.
Alrighty. I've got an arrow with this guy's name on it.
Okay.
Oath bow. And I roll a 10.
10. Oh, another arrow just... It almost seems like something's wrong with your bowstring on the oath bow. Like, it seems like something's not, like... Maybe it's the arrows are not, like... You're not getting a good... I don't know, a good clip on the arrows?
Shaking it. Work!
Yeah, it just went
Work!
flying off. Anything else?
I just go back into the darkness. I'm out.
It's like Homer Simpson with the bushes.
Yeah, with the bushes, yeah. It's like, nobody saw me whip that bad.
Just back into the darkness.
And turn.
Molphin, you're up.
Okay. Going back with his same school of thought is there's work to be done. He's going to reach in and summon a second wraith.
Nice. As you're doing it, you feel the darkness kind of overcome you for a second, Molphin, and you hear this wonderful voice speak into your mind saying, "Thank you for this opportunity." As another one appears in front of you.
And same instructions. Go through, kill every giant in this castle. Slay them all.
Yes, master. It will be done. And I will say it has the same initiative as your other wraith, just because we'll have way too many things on the initiative order.
Then that'll end Molphin. He's just staying in there.
Staying in the darkness. All right, that brings us to now the two wraiths. That are
Oh boy.
Don't give Michael ideas, Lachlan. And they are both going to wail on the one next to Riled.
All right.
As it comes,
they both attack.
As everyone watches, it's just out of the darkness, another comes slowly floating out.
This strange mystical skeletal face shrouded with this hood, this black magical hood. And the
25 and 18.
They both hit.
Okay, so first one is 20.
Wow.
Oh, second one is 9.
So a total of 29.
Ow.
And
2 2s and 2 1s.
Oh, that's rough.
I have a feeling I'm not even going to bother rolling for the hit point maximum for this, because it's not really going to do much considering how much
it's only something like if it was a dragon that was going to run away, that might be worth it. But
yeah, I'm not going to roll for that because it's just it looks really hurt right now anyway. It looks definitely bloodied as these wraiths are just attacking. Riled seems to be a little bit shocked and surprised as he's sitting there with his rapier kind of stabbing this thing, and all of a sudden now these weird ethereal looking ghoulish forms just appear beyond it. And Riled is going to make 3 more attacks against the Cloud Giant with his rapier. Here they come. The first one, he has advantage because they're flanking. Unfortunately, that's going to miss. The wind blows the rapier off course, and it misses. That one will hit, and that one will also hit. So he will make 2 strikes with his rapier, doing 8, and then additional 4. So an additional 12 points of damage as he's carving away at that giant. And that brings us to Ashlyn.
Okay, Ashlyn's gonna run over here a little, still in the same area, but away from me.
Giant is just slumped over. He's got one of his elbows leaning up against his knee, and he's just resting there going...
I'm gonna kick his elbow.
Okay. So you jump up high, try to kick his elbow.
Yeah, try to take that staff of thunder to the elbow.
Yes, slamming the staff of thunder into the elbow. Go ahead and describe how you take him out.
Okay, so I take my staff and I hit his elbow, so his head thunks on his knee, and then it comes back up, and I thunk him on the head, and he goes down.
All right, he just flops down into a heap. You still have a second attack. And some movement.
I will run over here and attack this guy.
Okay.
Why not?
Make your second staff attack.
26.
That will hit. For 9 bludgeoning. And
why not? I will burn another key point. I got 11 of them now. And do some martial arts. 24.
Yes. 13 damage. Your fist just did more than your staff did. Oh, and then you crit.
Oh my word.
Oh, this additional 1. So 13 points of damage. He's now starting to wobble back and forth. He is not looking good. He's got wounds all over him. Scrapes, bruises, cuts, blood pouring from all these wounds. He's starting to look like his skin is... He looks like he's losing a ton of weight as these wraiths are draining his life force from him. Not looking too good.
Yeah. You should see a doctor about that.
Diana.
Okay, I'm done.
Yeah. You did?
Diana. I will.
Gotcha.
Diana. Real later.
I wasn't thinking about it really. Is this one the only one that's left?
It is, currently.
That we know of.
Around
You
here,
know-
yeah.
He looks pretty
we know.
shabby,
Around
too.
here.
Yeah, he looks worn out.
Then I will. Where is it? I will walk 25 feet to him, and I will hit him with my mace.
All right, you walk up and slam him in the side of the leg. Go ahead and
I
roll
will
your...
use the magic mace, and I will spend I'll spend 1 charge to add a D.
Remember, you can wait till you make your attack to say if you use your charges, too. It's kind of like a smite.
Never mind, I don't use my charge.
You have advantage because you're flanking with a wraith right now.
Yay!
So you can roll again. A 17 will hit. Roll your damage.
Yay!
And you can spend your 2 charges if you'd like.
I'll do just 1.
So you do 9
Because-
points of bludgeoning and an additional D6.
Oh, wait. I did that wrong. I rolled a 6. No, I rolled a 2.
2 points. Additional 2 points is that beaming energy zaps out from your magical mace. Are you staying
Yay.
put, or are you going to go ahead and move any more movement?
I'm gonna stay put. What he gonna do?
Okay, Callista,
What he
you're
gonna
up.
do? Okay.
Alright, so I'm going to move the moonbeam to his face!
All right!
Hey! And as a bonus action, I will healing word Ashlyn
Oh,
at 3rd
how
level.
convenient. On roll 20, it is right on his face.
Yeah.
Oh, thank you.
Ooh.
Wow, look at that.
13.
Callista's healing is
Doing
so much
better.
more efficient than Molfin's.
And when it's his turn...
All right. I just took I just
nice.
took a screenshot of the moonbeam to the face. I'll post that on the Twitter later.
Yeah, she just kind of like swings her hand around and pulls it right into his face.
Nice.
Sweet. And now that moonbeam is on the Cloud Giant's face, he must make a Constitution saving throw.
Yes, Lord.
27 is going to
So he
succeed.
takes half.
So, what would you say?
16.
31
16
to
total?
16. Yeah.
Oh, no, 15. Sorry, yeah, that's 31, not 32.
15 points of damage.
I can math.
Yes, this magical purple energy just continues to burn the flesh of this Cloud Giant, who is not looking very good. Still in the fight.
Not
And
like
then
Is-
I'm gonna move to surround him.
Okay. He begins to cast the spell.
Oh no.
Oh no.
I can't see him.
I can't do nothing.
Sure, he can't do anything. He begins to fly. And he goes straight up 60 feet. How tall is your cylinder of moonbeam?
That's pretty tall. 40 feet high.
Oh, so he actually gets out of the moonbeam. Because he can fly 60 feet.
Yep.
So he flies above the moonbeam.
This
He
guy.
flies
Can
up.
we try and hit him?
Ah,
You left your
It
threat
does-
range, so technically
does-
2 wraiths, Callista, Diana,
I-
Riled,
I
and
have-
Ashlyn
I have my
can all
Like
make
crabs.
attack of opportunities.
I would gladly love
If
to.
you'd like.
225s from the raids.
225s.
21.
Okay. So, collectively, Ashlyn, Diana, Callista, and Matthew, I want you guys to describe how you all bring this giant down.
The wraiths are just reaching out as he starts to go, and just these rotting almost incorporeal hands just sort of scraping into the side as it starts to fly up into the air.
I'm just gonna hit what part I can of it. Probably like its Achilles heel at this point.
Alright. Callista, what would you be doing?
I'm jabbing my quarterstaff of the woodland beings, or the woodland quarterstaff, into his like rib and making him arc more into the moonbeam.
Okay. Diana?
I feel like Diana would just grab her mace thing and just, swing like a baseball bat.
Oh,
As she do.
Ryle just kind of watches this all. He thinks about taking a swipe with his sword and goes, just, as this thing just falls to the ground beside you, sizzles a little bit more within the moonbeam and dissipates. And most of this corpse is kind of sizzled away with the moonbeam energy, and there's not much but just legs laying there.
Ew.
As this form is gone, and you guys are out of initiative order.
For the first time in like 2 weeks.
Yeah, you guys. And
I come out of the darkness. What was all that racket? Oh.
Can we loot the bodies of like Cloud Giant? Anything?
Yeah,
good?
I definitely wanted to go to the queen.
Ryle goes ahead and dismisses the darkness, and there's Molfin standing there.
And as everyone's watching, Molfin is summoning a third wraith.
And right as soon as the darkness is gone, you just see Molfin. His hand is like in this weird ethereal, like it's surrounded by this ethereal energy, and he just looks at you all.
Oh.
And then continues to pull out another wraith.
Is it not a little overkill?
No, there are more giants in this keep.
Oh.
They must all die.
Are you sure?
Where?
Yes, there are. Knowledge was shared with me. There are more remaining here, and they will come for us unless we kill them. That's what these three are for while we are taking a brief break. You follow the other two, stay together, and kill any giant you come across. Any cloud giant. None of the people you see here. Stay away from.
Don't hurt any dragons. No dragons, right?
We will follow your directions, my lord. And they start to just drift off towards
He's gonna get a god
the rest of the castle. It seems like they're just drifting off. And it seems like they're going up the stairs and just floating off.
Just wander off, go kill giants.
That's what they.
You think he already has a god complex?
I have a question. If I wanted to see if I know what I know, what kind of check would
know what you know about what?
Like, as the player, I know that what Molfin just said is shady, that knowledge was shared with him, and he's linked to two dark force things that influence his brain. But would Diana think that? Who knows? I want to see if I can roll to see if Diana would be able to guess it.
Probably Diana wouldn't probably be able to guess it, because it'd probably be true that there are more giants here. Because you guys didn't visit every room. So
true.
Really, Molfin's kind of telling you the truth, and it seems like as soon as you guys came in guns blazing anyway, these giants are going to want you all dead. So Molfin's just trying to basically protect your butt from what you can tell.
Okay. Knowledge was shared.
Molfin is following Callista's lead and heading over to the Countess. He's looking for the spell book, because she was a spellcaster.
Okay. So you guys...
I'll go over to the brute guy and look at his bracers and see if they're better than
I'll go with Ashlyn.
What bracers?
Whatever she's doing.
What bracers does Ashlyn wear?
Bracers of defense.
They look very similar to the bracers that you wear.
Oh, okay. Lachlan, you might want the...
They're a lot bigger, but you know for a fact that when you attune to such items, that they will magically transform to the size of the wearer.
Lachlan!
And because...
I've got these spider gloves!
Oh, yeah.
And because you already have a pair, you would know that these are bracers of defense.
Diana, you should totally take them.
I will take them. Yeah, thank you.
Let me double check.
Who else is looking really rough, by the way?
Morphin, as you're looking around, it doesn't seem as if the Countess had a spellbook on her.
We're in the castle.
Must be somewhere in the castle.
But yeah, you would assume that it's probably somewhere where she would probably keep it pretty safe. Other than the mask that she was wearing that Lachlan knocked off of her face and shattered into a bunch of pieces on the ground, there really isn't. She's not carrying anything on her.
I wonder if that was magical.
Probably really great.
All the giants, all the giants have massive morning stars that they wield. None seem to have any like magical runes or anything carved into them.
Okay.
Just look rather mundane as you take a glance over at them. No coin pouches. Seems to be nothing.
Mulfin and Lachlan get 8 healing.
Ooh, that's good. Thanks,
Thank
Callista.
And as you're
Seeing them
watching,
bleed.
Yeah, I'm like
As it-
limping and
Like,
bleeding.
and even as you're watching, Molfin seems to be the injuries are healing on their own as well. It's seems to be drawing strength from somewhere.
Oh, yeah.
Man, realistically, over the next 30 seconds or minute, Molfin heals completely.
oh, well, if I knew that, I'd give myself the 8 healing.
Oh, then give it to yourself.
Yeah.
'Cause you've all.
If I'm
seen
seeing
at
you
this point,
heal,
Molfin.
yeah.
Yeah, you all
I'll
see
take it.
Molfin. As long as he seems to be on his feet,
That's true.
within a minute or two, he's back up. Looks like he's ready to go another 10 rounds.
Okay.
Old school gentleman boxing.
Riled walks up to Lachlan and just puts a hand on Lachlan's shoulder. Thank you, my friend. Those arrows, they seem to be quite amusing to use.
Yeah, we share some hobbies, I think.
Yeah, that fire arrow was pretty good.
Yeah, do you mind maybe sharing some more with with an old friend?
Yeah, I think we could do something special for you, Rob. Just for you.
I will.
Oh, I go up to
definitely
Rob and I
appreciate
give
it.
him. I give him
I-
3 arrows. Wait, 3? 6 plus 1 arrows.
Okay.
Nice.
Because that's what I have, and I will get rid of them.
So 7 arrows to Riled.
Yeah, but they're plus 1.
Oh, plus 1s. So 6 plus
Yeah.
1 arrows. Okay, gotcha.
Yeah.
Nice.
6 plus 1 arrows.
Oh, and my goth stuff came in this week. My goth,
Nice.
Just
Nice.
Hell yeah.
but it's at home, so I didn't get it.
Riled looks
Oh,
at Ashlyn.
So-
Thank you, my dear.
That means next weekend then.
No problem.
And
Anything
I'm gonna give him
else?
one of each. I'll give one of each of my special ones, and also just 20 regular ones, because I'll notice like, hey, I know you can be special with those. Have fun with those too.
So 1 lightning, 1 fire.
One, yeah, exploding, and then 20 normal ones.
Awesome. Thank you.
Hey, we need you. You are a great shot.
Next time I
You're
get
close.
an opportunity, I will make sure to put a little bit of a special touch that I like to add to these.
Oh,
There's a little extra oomph, you know.
yeah,
Yeah, that
I've
helps
seen.
out.
I've seen.
I just am ashamed that my magical powers have been not up to par. And he seems
I
to
don't
be-
know. The darkness helped Lachlan and Wolfen a lot.
Yeah,
That was clutch.
great place to hide my shame.
I felt like I needed to step in and do something. It did not look good for you, Lachlan.
Yeah, you pretty much saved me. so thanks.
I'm sorry we pulled you into this death.
You know, to be honest, I'm just happy to be here with you, Callista.
Aww.
I'm glad you're here too, but
Uh,
stay farther back next time.
yes, my dear. It seems you've got your handle on this. Now that
Molfin mimes playing a tiny fiddle.
he just looks over to Lachlan a little bit. He says, Lachlan has helped me out. I've got some new toys to play with.
See that.
Okay, so everybody make perception
What's the
checks,
word?
please.
Oh,
Was
Yeah.
there a bedroom on this floor that you saw?
Oh,
Wow, Lachlan. Wow. Look at all that green.
what's going on in here?
Oh, quick question. Did this count as a short rest? Could I have rolled a hit die?
Technically, it's only been about 10 to 15 minutes. If you want to
Okay.
make it a short rest, you can. That's up to you guys.
I would not be
rather
opposed to
both-
taking a short.
Staying in a murder scene for an hour in a castle that we don't know how populated?
Let's go back to that room.
Anybody
Can we
who
go to-
anybody who rolled over a 15 can hear screaming coming from within the castle. Screams of pain.
Does it sound like giant screams?
Yeah, giant screams.
I don't hear anything.
Terrible, terrible screams.
Didn't we hear other screams before too? Like before we even got
Yeah,
here?
the dragon scream.
Yeah, you haven't heard those since
We should go find that
since you
dragon.
basically since you started attacking the castle. You have not heard any of those screams.
We should go
I would
find the
also not be
dragon so I
opposed
can
to a
go-
short rest.
So I can kill it.
Well, why don't we take a short rest here? If it will, everyone's feeling a little. Well, all of you are feeling a little rough, and it would enable me to regain some of my arcane capabilities.
I could transform again. I could wild shape again if I needed to.
Okay. That's a good idea.
Give it a go.
I could be
My-
another
my
elemental if
staff is-
needed.
My staff is woefully underpowered. I'm running out of some use of the hands capabilities.
Christian,
What's
are
wrong?
we
I mean, you saved Ashlyn.
Diana,
You
what's
save
wrong?
me. I will give you an ice cream and a hug and a kiss on the forehead. Nothing creepy.
I do not know what this ice cream cone is, but I am excited to find out once we get
You've never
started.
had an ice cream
Make a
cone?
simulacrum out of it.
They had it like on
Oh.
the island, the Monk Island, and they make it in like little barrels with salt and ice, and then you put in some vanilla flavoring, and it's so good. I'll make you some.
We tended to not eat much more than almost rations and gruel at the library, but
Well, once in a while they would let me eat ice cream because it was the only way that they could have, whatever. And that was great on the Monk Island with no one that loved me, except for ice cream. Anyway, so
we're
I'll
here
make
with
some
us
for
now,
you.
so
Yeah, I'll make you some sometime. And I give him a big hug and a kiss on.
as she
Diana,
does, Muffin sort of going to reach up with his own hand and pat her on the cheek a little bit as she bends over to hug. Just next time, stay further away from windows, please. At least when
Okay. Yeah, I'll try.
Giant's present.
I will. I promise.
So you guys gonna use this opportunity to take a short rest?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
Oh, I guess so.
Callista.
Wolf is just going to sit back and rest and just enjoy listening to the screams. Just
Yeah, I was gonna ask, does
I don't
anyone
know.
care to investigate those screams, or are we just gonna let that
Like,
happen?
you hear some screams, they last maybe for about a minute and a half, and then you hear silence for a while. And then the screams
hear
and then
them.
screams in an even more distant start to happen. And then you hear silence again. And then all of a sudden you hear screams even more distant. And after like a minute and 2 minutes, silence again.
Were you okay with this?
Okay, with what? I don't hear anything.
it's
Do they sound like
They sound like
fighting?
They sound like fighting giants in pain.
Okay.
Nice.
Well, I mean, rules of war, enemy combatants.
we
I
have
mean-
a choice. It's either we have to go through and deal with them, and we saw how well that worked now,
Yeah.
or we just let those three creatures deal with it for they're only here for an hour. Hopefully they can clear everything out and we can spend our time basically searching, finding what we need here.
Ooh,
And surely this is a
rolled
military
2
installation occupied only by
10s.
soldiers.
Gosh.
Yeah.
Whoa.
This is they are attacking cities from this. Of course, this is a military target.
Yeah, so it's all soldiers. It's fair game.
Exactly.
Edie.
More screams occur. After about a minute and a half. Silence. What would Callista be doing during this short rest?
I think I would be focusing on the streams, trying to see if there's any differentiation between them.
Make a perception check.
No.
Come on, 2 and a 3, 2 and a 3.
Yeah, I probably wouldn't be able to tell.
Let me make a quick roll. A hidden roll. Secret roll. Super secret. You can't really discern differences. Some of them just sound so far off in the distance within the fortress.
Does it feel like the screams are going deeper or higher, like, or just farther away?
Just farther away.
Okay.
And once it gets
so
so
it feels
far,
like it's on the same floor, but not.
Because there's lots of walls and stuff like blocking all this. It's just really hard to determine where it's coming from. Seems like just distant screams.
A little after this.
As you're kind of listening into these screams, all of a sudden one of these screams just starts to echo in your mind over and over again, Callista. And your consciousness seems to just drift for a moment. And you're looking into the face of a rather dapper individual who you've met before. You're staring into the eyes of Asmodeus. And you just see his face. Over his shoulders, you just see flames licking up towards the skyline behind you. 2 horns protrude from the top of his head. In that split second, he says, "My dear Callista, I have a throne for you to sit on. I'll be in touch." And he winks at you, and you stumble a little bit, and at that echo of that scream just seems to just fade off into the distance. And you're standing there among your friends once more.
Can I look at Molfin? Is there any sort of like... Can I do like an Arcana check?
Sure.
Probably not good. I'm not good at Arcana.
Yeah, not really sure what's going on.
Okay. I think I'm gonna stand up. Oh, I'm already standing. I'm probably like pacing. I'm gonna start walking towards direction of the screams.
Okay.
We're heading off already.
We're exploring?
Yes, we must find the Countess's chambers.
Okay.
Okay. So you guys are you heading up these center stairs then? Is that what you're doing?
Wherever the direction of the screams, that's where I'm walking.
Okay. So we'll say you're heading
So
up.
I don't know which way.
Heading up those stairs. Let me go.
These ones?
Yeah, we'll go ahead and
Okay.
I'll move you guys to the next floor. So here you go. We're
So
jumping
at this
down.
point, I was going to delete the raids because where we took a short rest, it would have been an hour, so they're gone.
Okay, so that has occurred. Let me go ahead and we're gonna fix you guys to where you came up. So I'm gonna copy these tokens and just put them down here. Do you guys see in the middle of the room or the middle of the map here where I'm kind of arranging on?
Yep. Yep.
I don't have Callista's yet. Let me go ahead and get Callista's because she was a fire elemental when she was here.
True.
Okay.
So I'm gonna grab Callista and pull her on there, and I guess Callista would be leading the way. So you end up going back up the steps into that same entry chamber. In the distance, you can see that burnt front door that you burnt that hole in.
Mm-hmm.
That's cool.
And this is that door to your left as you guys are walking by was that storeroom that Molfin got some dried meats out of.
Mm-hmm.
You can still hear some things coming up from the front where you saw those ogres in that kitchen.
Mm-hmm.
Nothing else seems to be present currently.
Molfin's following along behind Callista, but takes a quick detour, grabs some more dried meat.
Okay, sure. You get some more jerky and start munching away.
Walking about.
You do remember that you did see Spiral Staircase?
Yeah. Down here, right?
Yes. in that other
Yeah,
first room?
so I would be going there.
Okay. You're no longer fire elemental, so you need to make a check to open this door. This is a massive, giant, 20-foot
Okay.
high door.
Sure.
Make a strength check to push it.
Oh God, I might just elemental form and just go in.
You got your friends with you.
Does Molfen remember which door Callista told him the bedroom was in?
There was several. I think both these doors led to bedrooms. I think.
Yes.
Right, but there was one that Molfen was interested that you had said had like a bookshelf and stuff in it.
Down here.
Yeah. That's right.
Yeah, so Molfen is watching Callista go up and feeling that most stuff is going to be dead. He's going to pop open this door and go this way.
Okay.
He's hoping that's her room.
These
bodyguarding him.
These are massive doors, so you need to make checks on these doors. These
Okay,
are
Molfen will try to
strength
shove it
checks.
open.
Let me double check, make sure I'm getting the doors right on this. Where are my doors at? Here we go, doors.
Ooh.
Oh, yeah. Oh, you can make athletics checks, not just strength checks.
Oh,
They can be
athletics? Oh, okay.
So if you want to re-roll with athletics, you may. Oh,
It's the same roll.
Callista Molfen, you are able to push these doors open. It seems as if they are weighted in a way that makes them actually easier to push than you. I mean, they're still heavy because they're massive doors, but it seems like they're counterweighted in a way that makes them kind of push open. And you push open both of those doors. Are you able, Lachlan and Molfen? Are you able to get through that with? Let me get rid of the dynamic lighting.
Yeah, I can go through.
I'm gonna get rid of
Get rid of it.
I got rid of dynamic lighting. And Callista, you can see that there is a spiral staircase.
I'll go with Callista.
Splitting the party. Here we go.
Yeah.
Molfen comes to another door and he's just going to push it open again.
Riled would probably go with Callista. So, Riled is going to be with Callista and Ashlyn. Diana's going with Lachlan and Molfen. Yeah, you're muted. Are you good? Okay. You're going to try to push that door open, Molfen?
Yep.
Okay, athletics. You're able to push it open easily. Let me.
Wow.
No problem. It seems like this hand is giving you just awkward strength for a gnome.
And Molfen is just gloves off because he's been casting spell swords. So he's just pushing that hand up and just opening it with that hand.
Sweet.
Revolting.
And yeah, you enter this room, this chamber. Let me double check. Level.
And immediately the eyes open and starts searching everything, bookshelves, looking for anywhere that someone might hide a spell book.
Okay.
And I'm helping him, being like, check under that drawer, you know? Shake it a little.
You see that there's a fine cloak that hangs from a bronze hook on one of the walls. There's near a shelf. There's a shelf that holds what looks like a dozen books. And as you're glancing through them, Molfen, you can see that mostly they're about dragons, warfare, and the history of conflict between both giants and dragons. And that actually give you historical references of what led to the fall of the great city that was once Astoria of the giants.
And these are giant-sized books?
They are massive books, yes. So they are, like, bigger than you.
Well. Part of me thinks we should take some of these, but...
How?
Other furnishings?
Do you have the bag of holding?
Should have done the telepathy
You could.
thing.
I think Callista has it.
We could either
Callista has
copy
it
them or
currently.
we could.
Okay. Other furnishings within the room, you see that there include a nice, elegant rug that remains on the floor. There is a small palm tree that's growing out of an alabaster vase in one corner of the room. The vase itself is 7 feet tall. It looks like it weighs a mass amount of poundage. It has images of armored Cloud Giant warriors carved into it.
It's fancy.
We probably should have done the telepathy thing.
Oh yeah. Oh, I'm a lot of spells I can't do sending.
Okay.
Molfen, based on your intelligence, you believe that this collection of books is probably worth about 500 gold pieces to an interested buyer, and each book weighs about 100 pounds.
Oof.
Wow.
That
What
would
about
fill
the
whole
plant?
bag of holding.
Can I have the plant? How big is the plant?
The plant, the pot itself is 7 feet tall, so you can imagine how big
okay.
the palm tree is that's coming out of it.
Okay, never mind.
Molfin's gonna lift the rug. Anything under the rug, like a safe or, trapdoor or anything?
Make a perception check.
Uh,
Jettison the castle?
Perception. Nope.
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 Nothing. Wooden floor.
This isn't her room. Oh, we need to find the Countess's chambers.
Onward.
Where to next? Where'd the others go?
Make a perception.
I would've told you guys,
Diana and
but-
Lachlan make perception checks as well.
Roger.
Okay. I have to pull up my character sheet.
16.
16.
Give me 1 second.
Sure.
Were there stairs leading down anywhere? Besides the ones we went down?
Oh my gosh.
Wow.
Nice.
I think we're going up, actually.
Diana,
Okay.
nice. Diana, you're the first to notice this. Lachlan, you do notice it first, but not before Diana starts kind of inspecting it a little bit. As you're taking a look at the palm tree, this vase seems to have a crease in it, almost like where the top half of the vase can be separated from the bottom half.
Clever.
Can I try to see if it does anything?
You think you could probably muscle the top half off if you pushed it hard enough, but it would take a pretty
Okay.
significant amount of strength to be able to do it.
I will grab Lachlan and I will make him help me.
Okay,
Me?
make a.
He's the
You guys can make a strength check with advantage.
one with
Okay.
the creepy hand.
Diana, make your strength check with advantage. As you try to push the
Sure.
top off of this vase, as you're reaching way up high and trying to push this thing off.
Quick advantage.
Lachlan's like sitting on
Veins
your
of my forehead.
shoulders.
Oh, a 10. That's not
Lachlan's
very
pushing
good.
on your shoulders. You're pushing. The thing will not budge.
Oh, can we grab Molfin?
Molfin's just gonna lean over and just watch for a minute.
It looks like Diana is looking towards Molfin now as he's watching.
Hey.
Gramps.
I suppose let an old man show you how it's done.
All right, if they continue to help, you can make your check with advantage too, Molfin.
Yeah.
Yeah, all three of us.
Pushing it. Oh,
Nice.
wow.
Oh,
With
wow.
Molfin's help. And it crashes to the floor. The whole palm tree lands on the bed. And you can see that there is a hidden compartment within this. Hiding some things. It looks like there's a bunch of coinage in there first. You do notice there's about 1,200 electrum pieces.
Who's
So
writing
you guys
this
want to
down?
write this down.
I'm jotting down.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
There is also 3,500 gold pieces.
What?
So it's a bunch of coinage in here.
Oh my gosh.
It's like rupees when you knock the plant.
And there are what looks like
Or the pot.
7 massive gemstones. That in your experience with trading in gemstones and things, each of these is probably worth about 500 gold pieces.
We should
size.
give them to Diana if there's a diamond, because doesn't Diana need a 500 piece diamond?
I do always
Ooh,
need
good
diamonds.
point.
That's true.
Let me make a roll. Make another roll. There are actually 2 of them are actually diamonds.
Okay, so I'm gonna change what I wrote down to 5 massive gems,
Mm-hmm.
and we'll just let
then-
Diana have the other 2.
Right. And you also see that there is a carved figure. It looks almost like out of pure silver. Looks like it's in carved of an owl. And that seems to be all that's in this compartment under this palm tree.
How about that?
Often I'll sort of pick up and look at how large is this owl figurine?
Not very big. Actually, you can pick it up. It's actually quite small. It's surprising that, you know, most of the things that you found with the giants have been massive. This one has not. This figurine has not.
This has to be important somehow. Why would you keep it hidden?
With all this money, yeah.
It could just be really expensive.
It's good enough for me.
And
yeah.
While you
Let me
guys...
get some time. I'll spend a moment with it, see what I can figure out on it.
Perfect.
Alrighty.
While you guys are doing that, the others are headed up the stairs.
Yep.
I'm going to move the player flag just so you guys will be able to see. And then I'm going to put these tokens right here.
Uh-oh.
And I'm going to try to shift ping you guys. So you guys know where you're at. Can you see?
Yep.
Now I can, yeah.
I'm going to pull you guys up too. Just because it's kind of boring just to sit there and stare at
I don't like the greenish
darkness.
the darkness.
Did enough of that during the battle.
So
Yeah.
I'll
Pretty
I
pull
much
will be perfectly in
Molfin, I'm
tune with
gonna
the
pull you.
darkness.
I'm gonna pull you guys over here, even though you're still downstairs, so
Okay.
you guys can kind of have an idea of what's going on upstairs. You guys end up appearing in what looks to be almost like a gallery of some sort. There's this staircase made out of pure iron gets very decorative as it reaches the top. And when you make your way up here, there is a collection of all these art objects hanging in different parts of the wall. It seems like the centerpiece of this collection is a stuffed silver dragon that is suspended by chains from the ceiling.
Stuff.
Where is that?
Like taxidermied?
Yep, taxidermied.
So it's like here?
It's in the middle of the chamber, yeah, just hanging there from these thick chains. It looks like it's reaching out, like with its claws, in this menacing pose.
Good.
It
Good,
includes
it's stuff.
paintings, statues, ceremonial weapons, costumes, human-sized sarcophagi,
Costumes.
vases, and
costumes?
other pottery from ancient times. There is well-preserved scrolls in glass casings.
Ooh, someone like these.
There are imperial decrees and divine edicts written in Dethic, Dwarvish script. There are just several things just all about that look like they could be worth tons of money in gold. You also notice, sitting on a pedestal in one corner, is a brilliant golden harp that is carved with different runes. You
How big is
see
it?
also in one other corner hanging is a banner that hangs from a varnished wooden rod 20 feet above the floor and hangs, sporting a giant-sized rune embroidered into the fabric.
I wonder what that means. Do you think that means it's magical?
Does it look like one of the runes we saw at the Ark of the Allfather, whatever the heck we were at, with all the giant runes?
Let's make an intelligence check. Or a history. Let's call it history.
Sure.
That's a good question.
It does not look like one of those runes.
Okay.
It looks different. It does look in the same style.
What are these little nooks?
Are these windows?
Those little nooks
Yeah.
are like separations, like little partitions that divide different displays of artwork.
Is this a window?
Is that a window? Let me check. Yes. There's windows.
Hanging out.
There's a giant chessboard outside.
There is
That
a
looks
giant
like fun.
chessboard outside with massive suits of armor that stand on either side. It looks like
That looks fun.
it does look like a game of chess.
What does this look like? Does this look like a garden? Like an
It does. There's a door there, and you can see there's a glass dome above it. It appears to be some sort of greenhouse.
Okay. And I'm guessing this is doors.
Yeah, doors leading out.
Okay.
Mhm.
I will check. Can I actually check the room for any hidden compartments or doors before I check these ones?
Sure. Make a perception check.
Can I help?
Yeah, you can make it with advantage, since Ashlyn's there to help.
Well, I already
Sorry,
do.
makes it with advantage.
Oh, yeah. You don't find any hidden doors or anything.
Okay. And I will attempt to push open this door
Okay.
with Ashlyn's help if she can help me, because I'm not very strong. Or you can do it.
I'm not very strong either, but I will try with athletics.
Okay. You have advantage if you guys are helping each other. Oh yeah, easily you're able to push open that door. Are you able to move through it?
I think so. Yep.
Okay. Yep.
Okay.
Oh, more rooms.
You can see there is a hallway. There's a door to the north, door to the south, and a door right in front of you.
Ooh.
I'm gonna
This is
check.
Trixie.
I'm gonna check up here.
Okay.
Okay.
As you get to
Back
there,
to back.
we're gonna shift back downstairs for just a moment as we go back
Okay.
to the other folks. I'm gonna shift my player flag back down there. So Diana, Lachlan, Mulfin. What are you doing at this point?
This was apparently not all the room I was hoping for.
Next room.
Well, do we
Yeah, I
keep
guess
searching
so.
or do we try to catch up with them?
See if they found anything good.
Yeah,
I
should
feel
never
like
know
it's Sorry, go
Diana.
ahead. Oh, sorry. I was going to say I feel like it's a bad idea to just like split up the party, in this big old fortress full of giants. I feel like we should probably go find them.
Do we have a sense of what we're in? Like, does this feel like a guest quarters? Does it feel like a barracks? Feel like,
Make an intelligence check, Lachlan.
I have some intelligence.
Do
No!
you? Do you know?
No! That's a natural one.
This is some fool's bedroom.
Well, some fool's bedroom.
You have no idea.
Should we open the southern door before we head back or just head back? Or, well, go try to catch them wherever they went to.
I mean, I feel like it's right there. We might as well.
I could check it out and catch up with you guys.
That's probably not a great idea.
Split the party and then split the party.
It's like the brooms in that Fantasia thing.
Malfin's just going to go open the door. Diana
Oh,
seems to be on
no.
board with it, so...
I will stand behind him, and I don't have any spells, so I'll have nothing ready.
All right, is someone helping Mulfin with the door, or is he just opening himself?
Absolutely.
Oh, I'll help.
You guys have
You don't get
Mulfin?
spells back on a
advantage?
short rest?
Only some people.
Only
do.
wizards and land druids do.
Yep.
Yeah, land druid.
I'm very nervous.
Was his athletics or strength?
Athletics.
Athletics.
Yes, the door easily pushes open. Lying before you is a room very, very similar to the one that you guys saw in the north. This one has a dead cloud giant laying hunched over a few of these crates. It looks like it was attacked. And it
Y'all
looks,
like gaunt and life drained.
he does look very gaunt and life drained, yes. As a matter of fact.
Well, I wonder what happened here, Grant.
How
I
old?
certainly don't know what you're speaking of.
Bless you.
God bless you.
Sorry.
Bless you, strange ethereal spirits. So, nothing here. Perhaps you shall go.
Moving on.
No! Can Diana will approach and do a little, like, I don't know, dives, pray over it type thing.
Okay.
That's it.
Okay.
That's all
Malfin
she
is
does.
just...
Gotta do something.
Forgive me for having to ask this, but I noted we didn't pray over the ones that we just bludgeoned.
Those ones threw Ashlyn out a window. Okay.
She has a point.
And this one would have as well if it had gotten her near a window.
Well, we don't know that, so I'm living in. I don't know.
Okay.
Just felt like the right thing to do.
Do I hear any other noise on this floor?
Not currently.
As we're starting to head
Are you guys heading towards
as we're starting to head back towards heading back towards the door I saw Callista at before I moved down south. I don't know there's stairs anywhere, so
you move towards the door. You do hear some pots and pans kind of clanging together from the door across the hall when you get there.
I look back over at the two of them. Well, what do we do?
There's another door.
Callista went in this door. This way. But there's noise there.
Drat! Bring those carrots over here. The stew's ready.
Oh.
I feel like I can't do anything, and I feel like we should get the other one.
You guys do smell a delicious stew coming out from under the door.
You can't kill a man for cooking a stew. I'm just saying.
Callista may have told us what she saw in there. I think that's what.
No, we didn't catch up with her till she was down at the third door.
No, but the first time.
And by the time she got back, Molfin's gonna.
Yeah, I think only Ashlyn actually knows what's in behind that door with me.
Oh, okay.
We have to take a peek.
Molfin, listening to Diana, is going to walk up to the door. The door's closed, right?
Yep, door's closed.
Go to sort of glance over at Lachlan.
Actually, you know what? I was wrong. You actually don't hear anything from that room. I had to double check their I thought they were a different listing on the monsters. And the way you specifically said to destroy giants, you don't hear anything from that room. I apologize. That is DM's error.
So, guess we're just heading upstairs then.
Retcon that. For some reason, I thought they were like I thought they were goblinoid, but they're not.
Wow.
Lachlan, why would you say that?
I'm sorry.
He was a frost giant. They wouldn't be here. They hate each other.
Yeah.
Okay.
So you guys make your way upstairs as well. So you guys would be exactly at those steps where I have. Well, for some reason I didn't put. Is Diana there?
Yeah, I'm there.
Okay.
Oh, sorry. I wanted to see.
Yeah, I wanted to see where they were going. Callista, you guys would have went into that room before they have gotten there. So go ahead and make your athletics check with advantage if Ashlyn's helping you. And,
There's no noise?
you were checking for noises?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I'm mostly trying to find that more bestial noise.
No noises other than the crackling of fire.
Alright. Ashlyn, do you want to do it? Because I'm not very good.
Yeah.
You're a little bit better than I am at athletics.
So 22.
Oh yeah, that door swings open. And are you guys able to move up through it?
I think so.
Yeah.
All right. This seems to be looks kind of like a den or like a sitting room. Yeah, there's a 5-foot tall varnished wood table that stands in the middle of the room. Arranged atop it are several items. There's a hookah.
Ooh! Taking that!
There's also...
Put that in the bag of holding.
Yep, immediately.
It's a giant-sized hookah.
That's fine by me.
A blue...
Not gonna stop me.
There's a blue crystal decanter filled with a fine wine.
Ooh.
There's also a wooden plate that's covered with a mountain of figs. There's a blue crystal flute. Blue crystal flute glasses are stored on shelves on either side of a door. You see 2 padded, comfortable chairs covered in Yeti hide with blue dyed seat cushions. And they're turned to face the table. The chairs...
Yeti hide.
Yeah, Yeti hide.
How big are the Yeti hides? I want to wear it like around my shoulders.
They seem to be stitched to the chairs. Like it's almost like they're stitched there. The chairs are flanked by a marble fireplace. It's carved with the images of birds. Above the mantelpiece, you find interesting is a stuffed, mounted bird-like humanoid with blue plumage.
Oh, the ones we saw?
It seems to be in a stance holding a spear, and it looks exactly like the ones that were flying through the air, coming at you when you first entered this place. And as you stare up at this form, that's where we're going to end tonight's episode. We're already 30 minutes over time. Sorry, guys. I wanted to get us to a good stopping point. All right, folks.
Nice.
We are diving into this Cloud Giant Castle. Those of you that tuned in, hang out with us tonight.
Bloody spellbook.
If you had a player or character that you felt did something tonight that was super, super cool with RP or combat, go ahead and chime in a vote in our chat for our natural 20 for next week.
Oh, Molfin.
Yeah, Molfin's clutch save.
Molfin's clutch save.
Saving my
And then, giant side.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have a feeling even if chat doesn't chime in, I don't think anything would have been as big as that, because even Ashlyn might have survived the fall, but she would have been 1,000 feet down away from everything that was happening and kind of taking out of the whole situation. So
felt alone.
Yeah, that was super clutch. So I think I'm gonna make my DM's executive decision right now with the votes of everybody and say, Molfin, you will have the natural 20 coming into next episode, because that was super cool.
I also like the broken dagger thing,
Yeah.
It would have been like, go to Yartar, collect a lot of balloons, try to start a balloon ride up to the train.
Yes.
Another plan.
That is so awesome. Does anybody have anything else to chime in before we...
Well, for those who are still around, don't forget Mondays we are getting extremely close.
Mm-hmm.
The group has just completed their battle with the Soon Sisters. All they have left is to prepare themselves and open a door to see what lies on the other side. They're getting near their goal.
Oh boy.
I can't take it.
Oh boy. The end of Tomb of Annihilation after what, like 2 years?
It's 2 years.
2 years.
Wow.
Of campaign goodness. Oh, man.
And then keep your ears open, because once Tomb is over, there might already be things in the discussions in the works.
Things in the works for Monday nights. Yeah, guys, get ready. It's going to be exciting. I'm looking forward to it. Man, those Soon Sisters were vicious. Like, pulling tricks out of the players' hats, like bringing the giant ape into it.
The giant ape.
That's been a staple of the party forever. And they throw it right back in their face. That was great.
I was so out of spells. We need a rest, and then we need to go.
Well, folks, we had a lot of announcements tonight. Make sure you keep checking our Twitter. If you're not following us, it's @ProfBonus. Make sure you're following us here on Twitch. Make sure you're following us on YouTube to catch up on all the previous episodes of all of our streaming content, no matter what it is, whether it's Waterdeep Resurfaced, whether it is Mystic Hour, whether it is Storm King's Thunder, whether it's Dirty 20, whether it's Tomb of Annihilation, Tabletop Legends. What else do we got? We got Curse of Strahd. We've got Insight Check. And I think Insight Check
Wednesday,
is
kids.
winding down too, I believe.
Yeah, we're getting ready to start our second campaign very soon as well.
And next week on Delve and Dash, we'll be introducing 2 new characters.
Whoa.
Because I'm a meanie.
And you killed them both.
So we got a lot going on here at Proficiency Bonus. Thank you guys so much for supporting us and being here to hang out with us each and every week. We just are basically just humbled and floored by all the support. So thank you guys so much.
Love you.
We do love you. And until next time you are busy looking for that stinking Cloud Giant woman's spellbook. Remember, don't forget to add your proficiency bonus and bring a fire elemental with you and all her friends. And you can take down a Cloud Giant castle. Yes, you can, folks.
Heyo.
Have a great night, everybody. We'll see you next time.
Okay, love you. Bye.
Bye.